All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going back to back. That is right. We are doing a doubleheader today. Today's doubleheader is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals have officially, the Philadelphia Eagles have officially advanced to the Super Bowl. The Eagles just won, and the Eagles have advanced to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mario Manuel. You are watching Football Nation. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. We are doing a serious doubleheader today, y'all. This is for real. This time, I mean it. This is going to be the best game so far of the year, in my opinion, and I sure desperately hope so. I have not set my DraftKings lineup. I have not set my DraftKings information. That is totally okay. I'm not even worried about it right now. I just want to watch some good football. I love Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that Patrick Mahomes is a wheeling, dealing hell of a quarterback, but let's see what happens today, because the last time that these two teams met in the AFC conference, this is exactly what happened. The Bengals won, and the Bengals ended up advancing to the Super Bowl. So let's see if the Bengals can do it once again and actually win in the Super Bowl this time. I'm hyped for it. I'm ready for it. I've got myself fueled up. I had myself some salad, and I've got myself some snacks, and I am ready to watch the rest of tonight's games. Let's go Bengals, baby. You heard me right. I should switch my tie. I wish I had an orange tie to put that sucker on, man. But I am going for the Bengals today. I do want to see the Kansas City Chiefs play very well. I want to see a hell of a game. I'm not really partial to either of the two teams. I'm just rooting for one more than the other. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, for those of you who do not know. But I am here, and I am ready to watch this one. I am stoked, y'all. I am stoked for this game. So, in the postseason, Joe Mixon, 31 attempts, 144 yards, only one touchdown this postseason. Joe Burrow has actually 11 rushing attempts and 40 yards and a rushing touchdown this season in the postseason. Joe Burrow in the postseason, 451 yards through the air. He has 3 passing touchdowns. He'll probably get a pair more today. Patrick Mahomes, 195 through the air with 2 touchdowns. He's also got 3 rushing attempts for, looks like 8 yards here. Burrowhead, not today. They are so ready right now. Did you know that the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium is the loudest stadium in the United States? I mean, over at Arrowhead, you cannot hear a damn thing. And if you look at some of the games that they had from like the 80s, the early 90s, there were times where like the referees had to shut the crowd up or give a penalty. Like, this crowd is going to be so loud. I'm curious to see. And this is nothing new to the Cincinnati Bengals. So right now, it looks like we've got 1 vote for the Bengals. We've got 1 vote for the Chiefs. We've got another vote for the Chiefs. Let's see what Boomer says. Let's see what they're going to do right here. Phil, Bengals. Coach, Chiefs. Nate, Chiefs. Boomer, he's going with the Bengals. So it's split 50-50. We are split 50-50 as far as who is going to end up winning this game. I don't know who's going to run away with this one. There is a 1-point difference here. Christina says the Bengals. Christina says the Bengals. Let's see if Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon can actually pull away with this one, because I would like to see the Bengals also win. That would be awesome to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. You guys help me. You guys fire me up. You guys get me going. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. This is gonna be a good one. I am stoked. Sorry, I'm still picking snacks and stuff out of my mouth here, which is not what anybody wants to watch on their screen. That being said, Hakuna Matata, here we go. So, a few minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 minutes till we kick off right here. The Bengals are hyped. The Bengals are ready to go. I'm double fisting here. As a matter of fact, I got a triple. I've got myself my other drink right there. I got to pull up my notes. I don't know where those went. It looks like I shut that sucker down. Let's pull these back up here. There we go. The Bengals, ladies and gentlemen. The Bengals, regular season stats. Joe Burrow had over 600 attempts for the regular season, 4,475 yards in the regular season, Joe Burrow. had 35 passing touchdowns. That is insane. This guy was on fire all season long. Joe Mixon, he had a game this year against the Panthers where he scored not 1, not 2, not 3 or 4, but 5 touchdowns in one single game. He went off for fantasy purposes, and they absolutely smashed the Panthers in that one. Joe Mixon is someone that you're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for. He says that the AFC runs through the Bengals. They beat the Bills. They said that when they were supposed to play back in week 17 before the Damar Hamlin incident, and now they had a chance to prove it, and they did. So here are the Cincinnati Bengals proving their mettle, showing their worth. Jamar Chase, I mean, what can I say about Jamar Chase that you guys don't already know? This guy was absolute stud, rookie of the year, drafted out of LSU. Both him and Joe Burrow played for the same team in LSU, so they already have that connection coming into this game. Joe Burrow was the first round pick in 2020, first pick overall. Jamar Chase was the first round pick, 5th pick overall in the 2021 draft. So these two players from LSU were the real freaking deal, and here they are absolutely killing it right now. Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field here. He was drafted out of Texas Tech. He was also a first round pick, the 10th pick overall. Don't know who the 9 picks before him were, but it looks like whoever they were, they definitely screwed up on that one. So let's see what happens here. Catching balls for Patrick Mahomes is going to be Isaiah Pacheco at the running back position, Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who came from Green Bay, and Kadarius Toney. Do not forget Travis Kelce, who's possibly the best tight end to play the game besides Rob Gronkowski. Travis Kelce, absolute animal. He's been in the league since 2013. He's 33 years old, and this guy knows how to play football. He knows how to score touchdowns. He is an absolute beast. I'm ready for this game to kick off. We are just moments away from kickoff. We are actually 1 minute away from the scheduled time for kickoff here. Patrick Mahomes this season is at 67.1% passing percentage. In the playoffs, in the postseason, he's completed 22 passes in that last game for 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco has 12 rushing attempts and 95 yards in that last game. He also has 1 reception for 6 yards as well. So the longest run of his postseason so far was 39 yards. Isaiah Pacheco is a rookie. Behind Isaiah Pacheco is Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon will be supporting that cast, but really, we are looking to see what Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce can do on offense. I think that the most suspect defense of all of the teams who have played so far in this AFC NFC Championship showdown between the two teams was probably the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs, they're definitely the most suspect as far as which defense I think is going to be at highest risk here. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to try to continue their recent dominance over the Kansas City Chiefs tonight in this AFC game. This is the second year in a row where these two teams meet in the AFC Championship. Can you believe that? Back to back, this is the rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. The Bengals finished the regular season 14-4. They won the AFC North Division title last year, and they've beaten the Kansas City Chiefs in 7 of their last 8 meetings, including a 27-24 overtime win last year in that title game. We might have overtime here once again. Let's see what happens. The Chiefs finished the season 15-3. It's hard to say if they would actually have home field advantage right now because that Week 17 game with the Bengals and the Bills was canceled, so there was a no contest. There was no contest. Yeah, that's basically exactly where we are at. So they're the ones who won that AFC West division, and now they're playing in their 5th consecutive AFC Championship game. Their 5th time going this far with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is an absolute beast, and I'm sure he is tired of having that cloud looming overhead, considering that the Chiefs and the Bengals have just beaten them the last 7 out of 8 times. So the Bengals are sinking their 4th time to the Super Bowl. They're second in a row, and the Chiefs are trying to make it to their 5th Super Bowl appearance. It'll be the first time that they've made it to the Super Bowl since 2020. Let's see if they can actually get there. This is the AFC Championship Game, ladies and gentlemen. The AFC Championship Game starting right here, right now. The players are taking the field. The boys in red are getting ready. The boys in orange on the other side are getting hyped. This game is getting wild. I'm at a loss for words right now. Half the world is saying go Chiefs. Half the world is saying go Bengals. I would love to see the Cincinnati Bengals go for it. Christina says Bengals. Turbo Hefe, we are live, baby. Bengals, let's roll, she says. Let's go Bengals. Okay, now you're going to cheer on KC. Okay, Adriano's hopping the KC train. Dylan and Tyler, welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so much for following over. I appreciate y'all's love and support, man. You guys are awesome. So this game should have started about 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. It has not kicked off yet. You guys have not missed anything. Tony Romo is announcing this game. He's basically a voodoo or he's basically a guru when it comes to calling plays. He knows exactly what's going to happen. He's played quarterback for so long. He was a Dallas Cowboy, in case you guys did not know. And I am glad that he's not our quarterback anymore. I mean, not saying that Dak Prescott has been much better, but, you know, it is what it is. You know Travis Kelce's mom? Like, in what kind of way? Anyways, just kidding. So, go Kansas City, says Adriano. I'm actually against you on this one, brother. We haven't been separate very often, but I'm going for the Bengals today. I want to see Joe Burrow absolutely get it right now. I am so stoked. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Bengals. Joe Burrow in the Burrow, not in Foxborough. Who cares, man? Joe Burrow this season, regular season, over 4,000 passing yards, 4,475. I mean, that is just insane. Patrick Mahomes, over 5,000 passing yards this season. So these running backs have not been great for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are known for being able to throw the ball, air it out, and find Travis Kelce. I mean, when they used to have their boy Tyreek Hill, I mean, those guys were just absolutely unstoppable. But Tyreek Hill has moved on to Florida. You can only do so much with Tua. Tua did have a great year. Poor Tua with his concussion injuries, man. I'm surprised that man is still even playing football right now. I've been looking for this. Not that it really matters, but I'm going to go ahead and clip myself in. Found it for those of you who did not know. We are still waiting to see what this game has to offer. The game has not started yet. AFC title game. Let's see how long it's going to take. We are looks like they're doing the national anthem. I guess they were waiting for the post game for the Philadelphia Eagles to wrap up. And here we go. It's the national anthem. I need to turn this one up. I don't know if you can hear it, guys, but we are in the national anthem right now, and it is cold, cold, cold. You can see everyone bundled up right now, breathing cold air. You can see that that cold breath coming off of these guys right now. Let's see, we're both in the low-income housing industry. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Bengals disappointed the Niners. Disappointed in the Niners, he says. Romo sucks. Go Bengals, says Stacy. Let's see. Drinking game rules, please. Same as the last game. Okay, so now we can turn up a little bit. Right? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to put this in here. Drink for touchdowns. We're going to do drinks for touchdowns. Drink for turnovers. What else, guys? So we'll start with that. Drink for touchdowns, drink for turnovers. If we get, I will shotgun a beer if we can get to 200 subscribers tonight. And y'all can do it with me. But if we get to 200 subscribers, I will shotgun, and it's not even just any beer. This is an IPA. I will shotgun an IPA if we can get to 200 subscribers tonight. That is my goal for today. If that can happen, we're only 15 people short from it. So Adriana will do it with me. Adriana will do it with me if we can get to 200 subscribers. It's a blonde ale, says Christina. Oh, excuse me. Well then, if regardless, Bengals by 10, she says. Bengals by 10. Okay, I'm about it. I like the Bengals by 10. I say Bengals by... I say Bengals by 3. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a wild game. I don't think either of these defenses are very, very good. I think the Bengals defense is a little better than the Kansas City defense, but that is not saying much because the Kansas City defense is not exactly the most... The Bengals defense is better than the Kansas City defense, and I'll just leave it at that. Tyler, Jesse beats. Yup, Miller Lite. Just going to say that. Bengals by 3. Blowout game, he says. You know, the blowout game was the game that we just watched, y'all. It was that Eagles game. That was the blowout game. Jesse Bates, he says. Look, all I know is that the Bengals are going to win this one. It doesn't matter what happens. I don't want to put anybody on there. Jessica says Chiefs. So we've got Jessica and Adriano rooting for the Chiefs. And then a lot of the rest of us are going for the Bengals. Let's see what happens here on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens here. I'm ready for this game to get started. Enough of the small talk. Enough of this stuff in between. I am ready for this one to get going. Bengals by 10. You're wrong, bro. Love you. Just remember, Bengals by 10. Okay. All right. I'm going to go with the under on that one, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm ready for some football. I'm ready for this game, the AFC Championship game, and I'm ready for the Bengals to get back to the Super Bowl. Let's get it. It's Shees. I got crazy bets, parlays on this game. Do you really? I hope you win, man. It is 22 degrees. It feels like 10 degrees. The wind is at 10 to 14 miles per hour here. So it is a very, very cold game at Arrowhead Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. The players are taking the field. We are getting ready for kickoff here. I will pull up my drive chart once this game gets started, ladies and gentlemen. I will pull up this drive chart once the game gets started. Here we go. I am hyped. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's go, Bengals. Let's go. Okay, enough with the talking. Kick the ball off. Let's go. I'm ready for this. Still in the middle, guys. No kickoff yet. We're still waiting for the kickoff to happen. If this is your first time checking out Football Nation, my name is Mario Manuel. I appreciate y'all being here. You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on all of those social media platforms, and I cannot wait to connect with you guys outside of this as well. Super stoked about the off season. We've got 2 weeks in between now and hey, Prepper 101. Welcome back, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate you being here. I haven't seen you since what, last week? Thanks, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to kick off. The Cincinnati Bengals will be getting the ball to start this game, which means that the Kansas City Chiefs will be getting the ball at halftime. Let's see how this one shakes out. We are getting ready to kick off right here, and the kick is up, and away. And this game is underway, ladies and gentlemen. This game has started. They will return this kick. We are at the 15, and he's going to get dropped at the 20. So that's going to be a loss of 5 on that one. Did he get dropped at the 25? Looks like he got dropped right at the 25, and I cannot see the hash marks. Prepper says Kansas City 18, Cincinnati 6. So we've got a couple people saying Bengals by 10. Bengals by 6. Alonso y más. Mucho gusto, un placer para verte, señor. Gracias por estar aquí en este cuarto. Okay, we are at the 19-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. It is first down in shotgun formation. There's a throw, and that is going to be to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is going to get that one and run forward, gain about 3 yards on that play. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 on the Cincinnati 22-yard line. I was just with the Eagles games with you. Yes, I do remember you being there, Jessica. I appreciate you being there. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you guys. A lot of you guys have jumped over from one game to another. You guys are awesome, man. I really do appreciate you guys being here. 2nd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking in a shotgun formation. In the backfield is Joe Mixon to the left of Joe Burrow. There's the snap. Joe Burrow's going to look right. He's going to throw right up the middle. That is going to be a complete pass to Jamar Chase, and that is going to be a first down for the Bengals. First down, Bengals. Moving the chain. So now we've got a 1st and 10 on the Cincinnati 31-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Cincinnati Bengals 31-yard line. Let's go ahead and turn on this drive chart. Hopefully it's pulled up. It is a 1st and 10. Here we go. Shotgun formation. We got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Joe Mixon still in the backfield. There's the snap. There's a deep throw, almost picked off by the Kansas City Chiefs. That linebacker in there, able to get his hands to it, unable to pick that one off. Almost an interception there. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. That was a low throw. Oof. I mean, that was a dangerous throw there. Joe Burrow with a dangerous throw. I see what he was trying to do. He was trying to read that play, but that was well read by the backer there. Weak side linebacker able to get his hands up to it. Here we go. 2nd and 10, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, we're in a pro set. Samanji in the backfield. There's a handoff right there. That's going to be a handoff. And that's Samanji P. Ryan getting the hand there. He's going to run forward and gain a few yards on that. We have an injured Chief on the ground. Slow to get up. Oh, man. Snead is just on the ground, buckled over. Snead is completely just wrecked right there. Oh, he took the hit. He was rocked. And just like the last game, not even 2 minutes into this game, we already have an injury timeout. Just like the last game with the Philadelphia Eagles, we already have an injury timeout. It's frustrating. We know that it's a tough sport, but I hate watching these games where automatically, like, we can't even get into a flow of a game because we already have an injury timeout. Sucks that someone got injured. It hurts to see someone get injured. I'm glad that, you know, they have the staff that they have to take care of these players when they do get hurt. But man, I just wish that it didn't happen in that form. You like the 49ers and the Chiefs, says Jessica. I'm sorry, Jessica, but there's a very good chance that both of your teams might end up going down. Please, 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 people learn football. It's not hard, please. I mean, it's actually a way more complicated sport than a lot of other sports. Like, it's way more complicated than soccer. It's way more complicated than basketball. I understand. It took me years to learn and play. It took me years to learn and understand football. I had some fantasy football seasons where I literally lost every single game, and I had to do the worst penalties for losing in fantasy football, and they were all extremely embarrassing, like really embarrassing. So no, I'm not looking forward to let's go ahead and fix that. There we go. No, I understand, Stace. I understand. But for those of you out there, don't feel too lost. I promise you that during this off season, I will release the content that you are looking for so you can follow every single snap, every single game with me. I will break down every single rule for football. I will break down every single penalty for you guys, and I will go through the motions, show you guys what blitzes are, show you guys how to read them, show you guys how to do both sides of the field and both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And that will be coming here shortly, y'all. So don't you worry. If you don't fully understand football, you will hear soon. You will hear soon. I can promise you that. That is my pledge by Football Nation from me here. So we're still at this injury timeout. We are coming back right now. It is a 3rd and 4, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 4 on the Cincinnati Bengals 37-yard line. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 4. Waiting for the snap here. waiting for the snap still. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks right. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow steps up. He runs forward. He runs and gets that first down. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. First down, Cincinnati, y'all. And there is a flag on the field. Let's see what it is. It looks like the Bengals are walking back, possibly a holding. Let's see what comes up. Before the ball was snapped, a false start on the offense. So that is going to come back, and that is going to be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat third down. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 on the Bengals 22-yard line. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. Much love. Much love. So we are looking at a 3rd and 9 right now. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Joe Burrow is in the pocket. The pocket starts collapsing, and Joe Burrow is going to get sacked well behind the line of scrimmage. Stacy called that one. Fourth down coming up. It's going to be a 4th and 18. The Bengals are likely going to end up kicking this ball off. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. I will see you guys next year as well. I'm super stoked about it. Joe Burrow, man, Joe Burrow found himself in some trouble. He got ripped down by the helmet. And that's going to be a 4th down. They're going to end up punting this ball away. So here we go. 4th and 18. They're going to end up punting this one here. Chrisman has an average of 44.8 yards on a punt for the postseason. His longest one this postseason went for 53 yards. There's the kick at the 25-yard line. He's bringing it back to the 30, the 35, almost just past the 35. He's going to get dropped at the 36. It's going to be a 1st and 10. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 36-yard line. And just so you know, Jessica, I love football too. This is what I love to do. This is what I love to watch. I enjoy watching these games so very much, and I cannot wait to keep bringing these games to you guys next season. So let's go ahead and pull up this drive chart to see if this is what I need here. Drive chart. Give me just a second. I'm doing this all in live time. There we go. We got ourselves a drive chart. Not this one. It is a 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10. There's the snap. That's a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. 1st and 10 shotgun formation. There's a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco takes that ball, ends up getting back about 2 yards on that one. And you can see that right behind my head. Here's your drive chart. It has not updated just yet, but we will have this drive chart up for the entirety of this game. Ooh, JMFT in the freaking house. I appreciate you, my friend. That is one of my boys, one of my old boys. I love you being here, brother. It is 2nd and 9 in a shotgun formation. There's the snap, fakes the handoff to Pacheco. He ends up throwing to the left to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to run forward. He's going to end up getting that 1st down and then some, climbing the ladder, and it looks like that's going to be good for a 1st down. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10 on the Cincinnati Bengals 46-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line. Good, solid run right there. And Isaiah Pacheco able to stay in bounds. Great footwork by the running back, not only to catch that ball, but to run the ball forward and get some yardage out of that play. So here we go on a 1st and 10, 11 minutes going on right here. We are in a shotgun formation. To the right, once again, is Isaiah Pacheco. Motioning over in the backfield is Travis Kelce. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Patrick Mahomes is going to find Travis Kelce. That's going to be good for a 1st down. Travis Kelce is going to get brought down at about the 30-yard line. Travis Kelce is a beast. She says, watch that. Travis Kelce is absolutely a beast, man. Travis Kelce is probably the best tight end in the game right now, period. Like, undoubtedly, like, fantastic. So there's that fake misdirection. Everyone runs left. Patrick Mahomes runs right. He finds Travis Kelce, his safety blanket, his biggest wide receiver, his tight end, his big tight end. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. I'm so happy to see so many of my friends in this room right now. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the love, man. So here we go. We got a 1st and 10 once again. Motioning in the backfield. That's going to be a toss right there. That is going to be good for about 4 yards. They're going to give them about 3 on that one. So 3-yard gain on that play. Nothing crazy there. That one was to... looks like Kadarius Toney. Sky Moore with that one. Sky Moore able to get that, get that catch and run. 2nd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 7. We're in a shotgun formation once again. That seems to be the most popular play in all of these games. It's just shotgun after shotgun. There's the handoff. That is going to be to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to run forward. He's going to get blown up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain nothing there. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Are they going to give him some yards? They're going to give him 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. That looked like nothing to me, but I'm not down on the field. So we've got a 3rd and 5 on this one. Let's see what they dial up here on offense. The Cincinnati Bengals offense did not produce much. The Kansas City Chiefs are out here slinging the ball. 3rd and 5 is what I'm looking at on my screen. Once again, we're in the shotgun formation, waiting to see what happens here. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes throws deep. Patrick Mahomes throws to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown. That looked like it. No, are they going to say incomplete? That is an incomplete pass. I stand corrected. Kadarius Toney unable to catch that ball. He had that in his hands on that play in the end zone. Incomplete pass. That's going to be a 4th and 5, and that will bring on the field goal unit. Kadarius Toney had that, man. How is that going to be dropped? He did not control it after getting tackled on that one. If he was an Eagle, that would have been a first down. That would have been a touchdown. Because the Eagles got away with murder today, and yet, regardless of that one, it is what it is. So, incomplete pass. The white thing, assault there, anyone? They're going to challenge it. Kansas City is going to challenge this. I don't know why they're going to do that. Andy Reid, you should really, this looked like they're going to challenge it. Yeah, that's a pretty easy over. That's not going to get overturned. That is an incomplete pass. Sorry to hear it. Sorry to say it, but that's a wasted timeout, a burned timeout by the Kansas City Chiefs. We are at a commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen. Stacy is saying it right now, no catch. I'm saying it right now, no catch. That was a pretty obvious no catch. All you had to do was look at the Jumbotron, which they don't have in Kansas City. So, I mean, they do have a, something, but it's not. That was stupid. So, Kyle Shanahan with a stupid no call, and here we go with Andy Reid with a stupid call. So, yeah, definitely a waste. No control, says Christina. I agree, there was no control on that play. That should definitely be an incomplete pass. That's not going to get overturned, and that was definitely a waste of a flag. So, yeah, Turbo Hefe agrees. That's pretty obvious, guys. Anybody who's watching the game and you've got the screen in front of you, you should know, incomplete pass. So, Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals. We have a rematch of last year's AFC Showdown, guys. A rematch of last year's AFC Showdown. And here we freaking go, man. I am so stoked for this one. This is probably going to end up with 3 points. This drive will likely end up with 3 points. I mean, unless they go for it on 4th and 5, which they might. They might do their little tornado thing and end up, trying to get something going on here. But I'm curious to see who is going to be the first to actually score in this game. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure that I don't recycle too many of my songs. Yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. Okay, I gotta add some flavor. I gotta add some flavor to my profile, ladies and gentlemen. We are still at a commercial break. I promise that you guys are not missing anything at this moment. That pass is going to be incomplete. The ruling on the field will stand. I can see that. You can tell by the weird white stuff happening right behind my head. It's just updating me on my sideboard right now, and it's translating that over. So, yes, incomplete pass, pretty obvious. They will be charged to timeout. And we are slowly but surely getting back to the field here. They're going to make that call, that announcement. We already know what it is. Waste of a timeout. Andy Reid is shaking his head. That's fine. Waste of time. Cool. Jessica. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs have the ball. It is 4th and 5. They will likely end up kicking a field goal here. Let's see what they choose to do. At the moment, the Kansas City Chiefs do still have the ball. And let's see what actually happens. Stacy says that it was incomplete. It was definitely incomplete. That hits the... I mean, he does have possession as he hits the ground. As he hits the ground, the ball is on his forearm. But then the ball comes down, ends up falling, and that will be an incomplete pass. So they are getting ready to kick this one up. This is likely, like I said, going to end up in 3 points if Harrison Butker can actually score. Gail, thanks for checking us in. Show us the video. I wish I could, sir. I wish I could, but it is expressly forbidden. So there's the kick. That is going to be good. Gail, you know, if I showed that video, if I actually showed the actual footage of this and my channel got brought down, then I would definitely set myself back quite a bit on my goals. Showing the video is gonna get me pulled off the air here on YouTube, and I'm not trying to get kicked off the air right now. So who am I cheering for? I am cheering for the Cincinnati Bengals, and that kick is actually gonna be good for the Kansas City Chiefs. So let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. All right. And no worries, Gail, no worries. So I am rooting for the Bengals. This drive chart needs to be updated here. Both of my charts need to be updated there. There's your scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. The Kansas City Chiefs are officially up by 3. So this game is starting a little slower than the other game. That's okay. The over-under, let's go ahead and get y'all that information for the over-under on this one. Right now, 47 points is what Vegas expects to happen. They're expecting... Yes, here I am. Here I am, sir. Have you been looking for me? Thank you so much for finding me. I appreciate you finding me through all the mess and nonsense that was out there on the internet. That is a good kick return. That kick return is going to bring them all the way back to the 38-yard line, guys. So he ends up gaining an extra additional 13 yards past the 25. So an extra 13 yards past the 25. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Cincinnati Bengals 38-yard line. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. And James, he was referring to the actual replay, the actual footage of the game, which we know we cannot show on this one. Stacy says that Joe will score here. Let's not jinx it, but I think that you are right. We are in a shotgun formation. Joe Mixon in the backfield. That's a handoff to Mr. Mixon, and that's going to be good for about 2 yards on that one. So Joe Mixon running up to the 40-yard line. We're almost to midfield already on this drive. Shout out to Football Nation. David Money, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much. Thanks. I actually made this background myself. It is not easy to make. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 right here. Shotgun formation. Joe Mixon in the backfield next to Joe Burrow, to the left of Joe Burrow to be precise. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks right. Joe Burrow's in the pocket. He ends up getting swallowed up, and he gets brought down for a sack. That is the 2nd sack of the game by the Kansas City Chiefs. The defense that I was saying was suspect is showing up, and the Bengals are sleeping on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bengals are sleeping on the Kansas City Chiefs. Huge sack right there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. Joe Burrow is just getting smashed. That offensive line is not protecting anything. They're ripping through them like a wet piece of toilet paper. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 13 on the 35-yard line. 3rd and 13 on the 35-yard line. Let's see what happens. We're still waiting to see what's going to happen here. And a delay of game will push the Kansas City Chiefs, will push the Cincinnati Bengals back an additional 5 yards. So now it's a 3rd and 18 on the Bengals 30-yard line. There's a 3rd and 18 coming up right here. The Bengals are struggling to find their footing. It is so loud right now that even though Joe Burrow is calling these, even though Joe Burrow was calling it, his line can't hear him. And he's 5 yards back, and Joe Burrow takes the snap on 3rd and 18, and Joe Burrow is going to get sacked once again. Joe Burrow is going to get sacked once again. Stacy called it, 3 sacks in a row. Wow, the Cincinnati Bengals just getting absolutely demolished on this one. The game is still early, ladies and gentlemen. We are still in the early portions of this game. But the Bengals are in trouble right now early on. Out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere, the Kansas City Chiefs offense, their defensive line is just ripping through the offensive line of the Cincinnati Bengals. So there's the snap, the punt is up, the punt is out to the right. And that's going to take a good Cincinnati bounce out past the 30. That's going down at about the 28-yard line. Call that a sack lunch, says Turbo Hefe. Yeah, man, and they're eating pretty well right now if that's the case. We are now at another commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in this first quarter of this game. The Kansas City Chiefs are up by 3, and they will have the ball after this commercial break here. Kansas City Chiefs will have the ball here when we get back from this commercial break. They did lose a timeout. The Kansas City Chiefs lost the timeout because they tried to challenge an incomplete pass that was pretty obvious right there. Jessica says we need Juju Kiss. That Juju Kiss. Juju Smith-Schuster is one. He was really good. Aren't you, didn't you say that you were a Steelers fan? Said, I'm sorry I said that. Yeah, I'm sure that right now the Steelers miss having Juju, and I'm sure that the Kansas City Chiefs are fine where they are right now. They'll take Juju. I know he's no Tyreek Hill, but he's good enough to move the chains. He's good enough to make big splashes right now. This season, Juju Smith-Schuster has performed pretty well. For the regular season, he had over 100 targets. He had 78 receptions, almost 1,000 yards. Didn't quite get to the 1,000-yard mark this season, but he did have 3 touchdowns on the year. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, let's be real. The biggest target, the one that everyone knows the ball is going to, that's Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce had 151 targets, 110 receptions, over 1,000 yards, 1,338 yards, averaging 12 yards per catch. He had 12 touchdowns. 12 touchdowns. And they just showed a really weird commercial right now for a movie called Cocaine Bear. That was weird. About a grizzly bear who I guess takes a lot of cocaine and is just raging right now, goes full Scarface on him. I don't know. That's an actual movie that was just aired in this commercial or during this game, which means they paid a lot of money to have that game aired, to have Cocaine Bear aired on national TV during an AFC Championship game. So yeah, look that up after this stream. Check it out. Let me know what you think about Cocaine Bear and see if that's actually something that you would be interested in watching. If nothing else, just to make fun of it or rip it apart, rip it to pieces. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What side did they come up from? The middle of the side? Don't count them out. Burrow will get it back. I want Juju Smith to get a touchdown. The replacement of Tyreek Hill's number is placed with another guy that has a friend that got hurt so bad that they get revenge. The Steelers, sorry to say that. Well, all I'm saying is Juju Smith-Schuster is having a pretty good year right now with the best quarterback in the league, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And right now he is back out on the field. We're looking at a 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen. The Kansas City Chiefs have the ball. Kansas City Chiefs have possession. There's the snap. 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes, pocket collapsing. He's now scrambling out to his right, and he's going to throw that out to his right. And that is going to be to Gary. That is going to be to the second tight end there. That's going to be to the second tight end. And that is going to be not enough to move the chains, but enough to make something happen there. So that's to Gray. Sorry, not Gary, to Gray. So here we go, 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5, once again, in the shotgun formation. To the left of Patrick Mahomes is Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to throw that to Isaiah Pacheco on a screen play. That's going to break big. He's going to get past the 40, past the 45, up past the 50, back down to the 45, and drop down at the 45-yard line on the other side of midfield. So Isaiah Pacheco with a huge screen play on that one. Isaiah Pacheco with a great catch and run. A great screen developed in front of him. He got some blocks from his friends. He got by with a little help from his friends and able to move the chains there. What an awesome run. Boo Bengals, says Jessica. Last week against Jacksonville, he had 12 rushing attempts. Right now, we're looking at an empty backfield, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5 wide receivers. We got 5 wide. Actually, we got 6 wide on this one. So there's a snap. No, 5 wide. There's a throw. That's going to be completed. That one is going to be, Darius Toney looked like he was just short of a first down. He did not get tackled. He slipped. So Kadarius Toney with the catch there. He ends up breaking a tackle and ends up trying to do a stutter step. His leg gives out underneath him. Travis Kelce was down the field, and if Travis Kelce had been targeted on that one, he would have had quite some yardage. But Kadarius Toney is now on the sideline. 2nd and 1, ladies and gentlemen. Only 1 yard to go in order to convert this one. 2nd and 1, shotgun formation. There's a handoff to Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon is going to run forward and get smashed at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Yeah, Toney's knee buckled, David says. That's exactly what I saw. And that one was actually to Rojo. Jones actually was the one on that one. Mahomes' leg hurt. Well, we remember Patrick Mahomes' leg getting hurt last week. Last week, Patrick Mahomes had his leg rolled up on it, and that's why I kept saying that in the previous game, that maybe Brock Purdy could come back and start slinging the ball. There's an end around and a quick handoff, and that looks like it was just shy of the first down. They're going to give him the first down. So that is good for a first down on that one. And slow to get up is Trey Smith. But that is going to be good. Smith is pretty tough, I can tell you that, he says. Smith was slow to get up on that one. But that was Mecole Hardman with the first down there. Mecole Hardman able to move that one. Jessica says, let's go Travis Kelce. Gail says, is Jamar Chase playing? Yes, he is playing in this game. He's already been targeted 3 times in this game. He does have 2 receptions and 12 yards. That was on first down, ladies and gentlemen. That was a handoff right there. That is going to go nowhere. That one was to Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon gaining no yardage, actually losing a yard on that. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 on the Cincinnati Bengals 35-yard line. 2nd and 11 on the 35-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is still ticking. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on my TV screen that I see here. There's a handoff to McKinnon on that last play. They're showing the highlight right there. We are once again in a single back formation. Standing directly behind him is Jerick McKinnon motioning in the backfield right now. We've got someone motioning in the backfield. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. So here we go. Patrick Mahomes looks like he's going to sling it deep. He's going to sling it and then toss it. Whoa, okay, interesting play there. So he throws it to Travis Kelce in the middle of the field. Travis Kelce catches the ball. Immediately after making the catch, he tosses it for no reason and tosses that ball out to Jerick McKinnon. They were probably trying to go for another trick play. Honestly, if Travis Kelce had just turned around and run that ball, they would have gotten more. But the toss ends up being a fumble because it was not tossed far enough for Jerick McKinnon. And Jerick McKinnon is able to recover that one. The Kansas City Chiefs trying to get really creative on these plays here. So motioning in the backfield once again is Mecole Hardman, and there's a throw up into the middle for Jerick McKinnon, who's going to get brought down at about the 9-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a first down, and the Kansas City Chiefs continue to march. It's tomatoes plain, please. I'm not sure what you're saying, Gail. I'm not 100%. Yeah, I agree, Jessica. That injury, when I watched it live, I was praying that he did not end up with like a Dak Prescott injury where his leg snapped, because Patrick Mahomes, I mean, the guy is getting paid like a $500 million, literally. I mean, regardless of what that is, I mean, I like Patrick Mahomes, and to see someone get injured like that, that's rough. So shotgun formation to the left is Jerick McKinnon. There's a toss to Jerick McKinnon, and he's going to throw that, and that looks like that's going to be... That was a forward pass, a forward shovel pass. So still a forward pass, and that is an incomplete pass. Kind of BS, but hey, it is what it is. Jerick McKinnon could not wrap that up. What a weird throw. What a weird throw. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. A 2nd and 9, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9. 2nd and goal is really what it's looking at. We are in a single back formation. We've got motion in the backfield. There's a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to run left, run up the gut, and run himself in for a touchdown. Kansas City Chiefs with a touchdown.
Back, so fellas, if your girlfriend got your butt, hell yeah. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got ballet feet with the open boot.
Wow, and that is actually not going to be a touchdown. That is going to be brought back, and that is going to bring up a repeat because of a holding call there. So a holding call on the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is going to get brought back. So we are still looking at 3-0. I'm sorry for the premature graphic there. I will play that again if it does end up happening and coming to fruition. So let's see. So 2nd and goal right here. They're on the 19-yard line. 2nd and goal on the 19-yard line. Second and goal on the 19-yard line. Here comes the snap. Patrick Mahomes in trouble. He throws all the way into the end zone. He throws a big bomb that was almost picked off on the left side of that end zone there. Eli Apple running over there to try to make that one happen. So Patrick Mahomes tonight is 8 of 9, 92 yards. We are close to the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 32 seconds left. It is 3rd and goal coming up right now. They are on the 19-yard line. That was kind of intended for Travis Kelce, but I think Patrick Mahomes knew better than to put that into triple coverage, so he ended up throwing that one away. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He ended up throwing that one away. 19-yard line, the score is 0-3. A timeout, the 2nd timeout for the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to avoid the delay of game. So now we're going to take 30 seconds here. I'm going to get up on my feet. I'm tired of sitting down. In case you're wondering what I ended up snacking on, I had myself a salad and some guac and chips. And I could definitely go for something greasier and terrible for me, and that would be awesome to have some Buffalo Wild Wings or some Wingstop. Ooh, that's a good question. Do you prefer Buffalo Wild Wings or do you prefer Wingstop? That's a tough one. Mango habanero, Buffalo Wild Wings. I like hot lemon. If you've never had hot lemon, mix your regular hot from Wingstop with lemon pepper. That is, I mean, sauce is forever, dude. So, here we go. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Patrick Mahomes coming out to the field with the squad. Joe Burrow trying to stay warm on the sideline, waiting to get back out on the field. They have not had very much success, if any success at all. Joe Burrow is 2 of 3, only has 12 yards tonight. Patrick Mahomes has almost 100 at the moment. Hit like for the channel. They are free. Thank you, David. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you so much. Don't know who all is in here, but I hope that new subscribers do like to join. And here we go. Patrick Mahomes in trouble. He ends up finding his outlet, and that is going to be Kadarius Toney, and he's going to get up to about the 9-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 6. So we've got a 4th and 6. We've got a field goal coming. Stacy, go ahead and call that one for me. Let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jessica. Y'all have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe tonight. Stay out of trouble. Don't drink and drive. Drink first, then drive. It keeps your hands free. Just kidding. Y'all have fun tonight. We will see y'all next week. Well, we will see y'all, I suppose, next year. But you will see me dropping more content throughout the season, y'all. Let me go ahead and get my drive chart updated. My drive chart is behind here. There we go. That should give you the full drive chart. I'll have to keep an eye out on that. So I am all the way backed up on my wall here. This is actually a green screen wall that you probably cannot tell from your side, which is where my background comes from and why I can change this on the fly. So yes, I agree. Both teams are really good. Right now we are in a interesting situation. So nobody has scored a touchdown as of yet. Nobody scored a touchdown yet. We are on 4th. It's 4th and 6. Nobody has kicked either. Go ahead and make the adjustment here so I can stand up tall and not feel on my screen, sir, the score has not changed yet. On my screen, I have the live. What you're seeing up here is directly live from CBS, and it has not updated yet. So I'm not manually changing the score. That is one less thing that I have to worry about. The score will update on its own. And when that happens, we'll get to it. But at the moment, I still think that it's 4th and 6. It is still 3-0, and we are just finishing up the end of the first quarter. So the end of the first quarter has happened. We are at a commercial break. You are not missing anything, ladies and gentlemen. Have not missed anything yet. In case you were wondering, this right here, Football Nation, that is the name of my channel, y'all. You can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. James says, end of the first quarter, let's see a Bengals wake up in the second quarter. That's what I'm trying to do, man. That's why I'm on my feet. So, no touchdown has been scored, so I'm starting to get pretty thirsty. I know we were playing that drinking game earlier, but we'll have to come up with some rules for next season, guys. And I think I'm going to start working on my project and my plan for that as well. So, next season, I will be covering Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night games every Sunday, every Monday, every Thursday, starting with the last game of the preseason. I will not be covering those preseason games, but I'm going to be releasing some pretty good content for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that, y'all. So right now we're at 185 subscribers on this channel. If I can get to 200 subscribers before the end of the night, I will shotgun myself a beer, and y'all get to watch me get silly on camera. So we are still here right now. We are waiting for the start of the second quarter. I have not seen anything happen. Here we go, getting ready to kick. Are the Kansas City Chiefs getting ready to put up 3 more points here? Harrison Butker in the postseason career, his career for the postseason, he is 18 of 21. 18 of 21 for field goals in his postseason career, so he's missed 3. 24-yard attempt coming up right now. That kick is going to go up, and that kick is going to be good. You can see that happen right above my head right here. So there's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is right through the dang middle. Honestly, true and tried kick right there. Going a 4th down kick. That is exactly right. So back to commercial because we need the new team. We need the offense to come back out to the field. There's going to be a kickoff here, and then once again, we're going through the process. Going through the process, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for the Bengals to do something big here. Excited to see the Bengals perform. Excited to watch the Bengals do their thing. Let's go ahead and close out. I've still got some of my notes from the Eagles-Niners game. So I'll go ahead and close those out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. If this is your first time watching, I do appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys watching Football Nation. I appreciate you guys watching me, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. So let me go ahead and pull up some more information here, y'all. Give me just a second. Bengals. There's my Bengals folder. Okay. I've got a little information from last week when I covered that Bengals game. Don't want to repeat a whole lot of stuff. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and slide right through this. Kansas City have lost 3 games straight to the Bengals. That is a fact. Kansas City has lost 3 games in a row to the Cincinnati Bengals. That is a cold, hard fact. So tonight, they're up by 6. They are up by 6 right now. And you know what? That field goal was good, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this one for you. And you know what, Gail? I will work on getting that together. It's hard to do all of this stuff on the fly. Looking forward to the report from you and your brother on the video documentary I gave you. Yes, James, we will be working out on that one. We will be working on that one. Actually, drop the title of that documentary one more time for me, man, if you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that. I forgot to do that on the last one. I was really excited to do so. So, James, if you don't mind, go ahead and drop that in the comment section. I'm going to copy and paste it, and then that way I'll hang on to that one, and we can talk about it on the next one. So James has some video documentary information, guys. He's got some cool stuff for you guys to watch. So let's see what that is all about. I'm excited to see what that is all about. I'm going to try to stay on frame in camera here. And I'll drop this down. When do I do these? I do these live, Gail. Science program coming up. Not sure which science program, but Gail, when do I do these? So every morning that there's a game, I wake up early and I start typing up my scripts. I make sure that I get my player information. Believe it or not, I started this YouTube channel. There's the kick, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be a touchback. That touchback means that they will start on the 25-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Bengals 25-yard line. You are very welcome, Stacy. I appreciate you, doing your compare and contrast. Believe it or not, I started this channel 6 weeks ago. I had a channel before under a different name on this same one, but I started this project for football 6 weeks ago, very late. There's the snap on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is going to run forward and gain 8 yards on that one, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 2, ladies and gentlemen, a 2nd and 2. I'm copying that right now, James. This is exactly what I'm doing. That's the copy button right there. I'm going to paste this right here for you. Symbol of an alien sky 1. So I promise you, brother, I will watch that and I will get back to you with my thoughts on it. No, Gail, I do not do this every day. I only do it obviously on games that there's football. There's a snap on 2nd and 2 and a toss to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's going to fight his way to get forward, and he's going to gain about a yard. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 on the Bengals 34-yard line, and they still have not been able to convert a 1st down right now. The poor Bengals are struggling to find their offense right now. Their leading rusher at the moment is actually Samaje Perine with 6 yards. 6 yards is the most, actually, he has the most yards of any running back on the field. Isaiah Pacheco only has 4 yards in this game. He does have a big catch, though. Isaiah Pacheco does have a big catch. And you are very welcome, James. So 3rd and 1, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 1 right now. We have an offset I formation. There's a snap. There's a handoff. That is going to be good enough for a 1st down, and that was Samaje Perine finding his way up forward, able to get that 1st down. So now we have a 1st down for the Bengals. Boom. 1st down for the Bengals, and now we're finally moving along. It is 1st and 10 on the Cincinnati 39-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I have going on my screen. That's what I've got live right now. Is number 11 still on the team? Please tell me. It is sorry that you have to ask twice. Actually, I don't know what you're for the Kansas City Chiefs, number 11. Sorry, man, numbers changed. There's the snap. Here's a fake handoff. That's a throw out to the left. And that is going to be good. That is going to be good for a 1st down there. Bengals are moving right now, says Stacy. I totally agree. That was a good throw right there for the Bengals. That's the first big play that they've actually had. And that one was Wilcox there with a 10-yard gain. The Wilcox there with a 10-yard gain. First and 10, we are in a shotgun formation. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow's in the pocket. Joe Burrow's in trouble. Joe Burrow goes down. Joe Burrow going down again. That is the 4th sack in this game for the Kansas City Chiefs defense. The Kansas City Chiefs defense is absolutely on fire right now. They are stopping the Bengals at every turn, left and right. Their front 4 absolutely crushing the front of the Bengals right now. Wow, what a big hit there. So they're just manhandling the Bengals right now. T. Higgins absolutely quiet, not a single pass his way. Joe Burrow's going to throw, and that's going to hit Samaje Perine right in the numbers. He wasn't even ready for it. Hits him right in the chest, had no idea that was coming his way. Ball hits the ground. We're now at a 3rd and 14 on the Cincy 45-yard line. Literally hit Perine right in the numbers, was not ready for that pass. Came in way too quick, but Joe Burrow did not have time. He has been getting pressured. I mean, the front four for these guys are basically blitzing right now. I mean, and you need 5 players for it to technically be a blitz, but the front 4 for the Kansas City Chiefs have just been absolutely phenomenal right now. So empty backfield, trips formation. There's a throw, a good throw and a catch, a very much needed catch. Tyler Boyd getting that first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd takes a big hit on that catch afterwards, but that is a first down. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 39-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 39-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. Good throw, good catch. That was a throw to the right. That was in an empty backfield trips formation. So I'm glad that that was a successful play. First and 10. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a snap. Pirine is in the backfield, and Joe Burrow throws that straight into the dirt. I mean, he could have wheeled out to his left, at least tried. But he ends up throwing that straight into the ground. And Joe Burrow is starting to look a little shook. He's not looking like himself right now. Joe Burrow not looking like himself at the moment. But the drive is being sustained. The drive is still running here. You can see that behind my big old head. That's what you got. Oh, and it looks like a big play just broke down. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. He's 5 for 8 right now. 46 yards from Joe Burrow. Has been sacked 4 times tonight. Shotgun formation on 2nd and 10. There's the snap. They bring 4. Joe Burrow has time. He throws a rocket right up the middle. He ends up finding someone. That's Tyler Boyd once again with the big catch. That's going to be a 25-yard gain. So Tyler Boyd with a big gain right there. And now they're cooking. And now the Bengals are marching right now. Huge throw, sharp throw to the left hash on the field. And Tyler Boyd looking back the whole time, waiting for it, ends up catching that one, splits the seam. And Tyler Boyd is on the sideline being looked at right now. It looks like he took a pretty big hit. 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10. Tyler Boyd tonight has 2 receptions for 40 yards already. Travis Kelce has 3 receptions for 41. There's a snap. There's a handoff. Joe Mixon gets smashed 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a loss of 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 on the Kansas City 18-yard line. 2nd and 13 on the Kansas City 18-yard line. Wow, that went absolutely nowhere. I mean, wow, how is Kansas City offensive line so fast up on there? They're only rushing 4 players, and they're getting to them as if they're rushing 6 or 7. Here they're going to bring 4 again, and that's a throw out to the flat. That's out to the sideline there. And that's the first catch for Hurst. For Hayden Hurst, first catch for him. That's good for 6 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 because they were back behind 13. They were at 2nd and 13. So we've got a 3rd down and 7 on my screen, ladies and gentlemen. I see a 3rd down and 7. We are waiting for the snap here. We are again in a shotgun formation. To the left is Pirine. We've got motion in the backfield, waiting for the snap. On 3rd and 7, there's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow throws left. He's throwing for the end zone. That is in the hands, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. That one was intended for Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst unable to come down with that one. So this is going to bring up a field goal for the Bengals. So the Bengals are going to end up kicking a field goal here. Wow, that was right in his hands, guys, and he ends up dropping that. So it looks like that kick is going to go up, and that kick by Evan McPherson is going to be good. No, it looks like they did not count that pass interference. It was just a drop. Very good tight coverage. But what I see on my screen is this 30-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick little to the left, but the kick is going to be good. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a close game. We have yet to see a touchdown for either team right now. I did play the touchdown graphic earlier, but it was not an actual touchdown. That got pulled back. on a holding call. So the only touchdown of the game got pulled back on a holding call, and right now the score is 3-6. The Bengals just scored their first 3 points of the game. There are 8 minutes left in the first half of this game. The Kansas City Chiefs have 6 points. They are up by 3. So it is still anybody's game. Both of these defenses have shown up in kind of big ways here. Penalty is what costed the Kansas City Chiefs their chance to win, or their chance to get ahead here. The penalty is what cost the Chiefs that touchdown. So the Chiefs just weren't able to score. Right now, y'all, I would read off the stats for tonight's game right now, but there's nothing impressive to read off. Patrick Mahomes has 104 of the 109 total yards. James says that the Bengals will win this one. I'm sure the Kansas City Chiefs think otherwise. Let's see who wins. I want the Bengals to win. Honestly, I don't care who wins. I'm just wanting to watch some pretty good football. I just want to watch a good football game. I'm just stoked about this one. Let's see what happens in tonight's game. We are still here. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you all the way from San Antonio, Texas. All the way from San Antonio, Texas. I have no skin in this game. This isn't even my division. I have no business being here. I just love football, and I'm bringing it to you guys in case you cannot watch it for whatever reason it might be. Gail says, let's go Bengals, let's go Bengals, let's go. Let's go. I'm super hyped for it. Here we go. I'm going to pull up that one right there. Hey guys, in case you missed it, in case you missed the game earlier and you haven't already heard, whoever wins tonight's game will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles in this year's Super Bowl in Arizona. Whoever wins tonight, I repeat, will play the Philadelphia Eagles, who just beat the San Francisco 49ers in a blowout win. I mean, talk about smashing and rubbing their noses in it. 31-7. Absolutely brutal loss for the San Francisco 49ers. I was hoping that was going to be a closer game. That one was tight, and I totally agree, James. I totally agree. The Cowboys aren't playing, so it's kind of like whatever. The kick is up, and away. That kick is going to be a touchback. So here come the Kansas City Chiefs to take the field on this one. They will start on their own 25-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 25-yard line. Okay. I am hanging on to my safety blanket, which is this football. I'm going to go ahead and set this one down. I am this far into the game right now. It looks like I'm going to have to reload. And I've got my second fist here. Here we go. A first down. There's the snap in the shotgun formation. That is a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco is going to run forward, and Pacheco is going to gain 4 or 5 yards. 5 yards on that one. So that's going to be... That will bring up a 2nd and 5. A 2nd and 5. Kadarius Toney hurt his ankle. He is questionable to return. Kadarius Toney is questionable to return. 2nd and 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for the snap. The Kansas City Chiefs have had 18 offensive plays. It is 2nd and 5. There's the snap. Mahomes looks left. He throws quickly. He ends up finding someone out on the sideline, and that is Juju. So Juju Smith-Schuster with his first catch of the game. That one was for you, Stacy. That one was for you. Juju Smith-Schuster with his first catch of the game. He's got 7 yards tonight. Seven yards tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we are waiting to see here. Here we go. We are in a shotgun formation once again. To the right is Isaiah Pacheco. The snap comes quick. Patrick Mahomes pump fakes. He's rolling out to his right. He ends up throwing to his right and finding a target there. And that's going to be good enough for a first down. That was Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a first down there. You're scared of Patrick Mahomes in the second half. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if the Bengals defense can hang out and try to keep these guys out of the end zone right now. Obviously, that's what they're trying to do, but let's see if they can actually successfully, get a stop here. So we are on the 48-yard line, almost up to midfield. It is a 1st and 10. There is a snap. Patrick Mahomes starting to run out of time. He throws a deep shot, and he throws a deep shot to Marquez Valdez-Scantling all the way down to the 20-yard line. That was a bomb. That is a 1st and 10 on the Bengals' 23-yard line right now. And they are driving on 2 huge chunk plays. What throw right there. Oh, wow. That was almost like a tight end angle right there. He ran the slant, comes up this way, and then runs back out and is able to get that one on a back shoulder spinning catch. That was a very tough catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and he made it look easy. He's now been moved out to the sideline. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10, 6 minutes and counting. To the left is Isaiah Pacheco. There's the snap. It's actually Jerry McKinnon. McKinnon is going to run forward, and he's going to gain about 3 yards on that one. Stacey says, also beware of Juju. I mean, I think the biggest person to be scared of out on this field is just Patrick Mahomes in and of himself. He's an animal, man. He's one of the best. I mean, 5 times going to this game. He's been at this game. This is the 5th time that he has been here at this game. That is incredible. Incredible for him to be here. So here we go. Joe Burrow has been sacked 4 times. Patrick Mahomes has not even been pressured yet. A little bit of pressure. Here we go, 2nd and 5, single back formation. There's the snap, and that's going to be an end around. And Kadarius Toney is actually still all right. He's back in this game. Actually, that was not Toney, that was Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman wearing 17, Toney was wearing the 19. And I don't know every number there, Gail, so sorry about that. I don't know why you're asking, but nothing a quick Google search can't find, right? So here we go. It is 3rd and 1. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Patrick Mahomes has time. He's running out of time. Patrick Mahomes finally gets sacked. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Finally gets sacked. That's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 1. Yeah, Gail, so like I was saying earlier, you had asked me when I do this. So every morning I wake up and I type in my information for all of the teams. It's a lot easier if I have already covered one of the teams earlier in the season because I have more time. Today, because I had to do a double header, I didn't have time to get all of the players' numbers and all of the players' stats and every college and weight and size and height for both teams. So I had to grab that information. It's not just grabbing the information, right? So a lot of the other channels that you see out there have large teams of people who do the data scrubbing and go through ESPN and grab all of the raw data and do all of that stuff. I do it all by myself, man. So it's not easy to go through all of that data, extrapolate all the information, be able to put it on a sheet that I can read easily and get through it. I did what I could earlier today. Surprisingly enough, the only team out of all 4 teams that played today that I wasn't able to get the data for was actually the Kansas City Chiefs. So everything that you're hearing from me coming out of my mouth, all of this right now, as far as universities, draft picks, I'd say 90% of it is off of my memory, not even off of my cheat sheet that I normally have that you guys don't actually get to see, but you don't have to see it anyways, right? So if you want to know what the players' numbers are, you can literally just search depth charts and you'll get that information, and you can get all of that if that's what you're interested in. So here we go on 4th and 1. They are actually going to go for it here. Empty backfield. Patrick Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to run to the right. He's going to throw that one deep. He's going to throw it all the way to the end zone. And of course, who else but Travis Kelce is going to catch the touchdown. So touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs, the first real touchdown of this game.
Back, so fellas, if your girlfriend got your butt, hell yeah. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got ballet feet with the open booty. Baby got ballet feet with the open booty.
That is the first official touchdown of this game. That one was a sheer straight bullet to Travis Kelce, who is a touchdown machine. Travis Kelce, you know that you're going to have to rely on him, and you know you have to account for him. The kick is going to be up. The extra point is good. The score is now 3-13. 3-13. So the Kansas City Chiefs lead by 7. James Kenyon says, what a bunch of snot. Again, I have no skin in this game. I'm not really worried about who ends up playing the Eagles. I would like to see the Bengals win. That may not come to fruition. But who knows, right? This game is still early. We're still in the first half. There's still plenty of time. And spam bots have to keep getting filtered out. Definitely not actually ESPN. Don't know how these and you know what? That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right, Christina. Right? He tried to pose as ESPN. He's changing his information. Yes, James. You tell him, brother. You tell him right there. That's the only 22 that matters. And port 22, which would be SSH if you're a computer guy. Yeah, Stacy, you're right. And I don't know if you're talking about the guy who's posing as ESPN or if you're talking about Travis Kelce, but Travis Kelce is a bad mofo. You know that Travis Kelce had a dating show? It was like Catching Kelce or something like that. You know how like Brett, what's his name, had that dating show where he just went and started, you know, doing that with like, Travis Kelce actually had one. He also had an episode of Hot Ones, which was also really fun. So you can catch that on YouTube as well. Hot Ones is one of my favorite shows to watch. Here is a commercial for Survivor, which is one of my favorite shows ever of all time. I have actually auditioned for Survivor, and I would love to audition again for Survivor. It has not happened. Put up on the dock so everyone can see it. Symbols of an Alien Sky 1, and yes, that 22 is the only one that matters. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Gail. Thank you so much. You know, that's cool. Most people are, but it's not just the team, or it's not just the TV that's you've got the delay on, right? So I've got the delay on the TV. I've got the delay on one end, right? Because of that, and then the delay from between me and YouTube and that whole thing. So it's whatever, man. I just appreciate you guys being here. Stacy says Burrow gonna score here. So there's the kick away, ladies and gentlemen. That is gonna be a touchback. And we are back to football action. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go on my screen. That's what I'm seeing right now. Travis Kelce, all-time rank is 124 receptions in his postseason. He has 1,444 receiving yards. That is third for all time. Receiving touchdowns, he has 15 receiving touchdowns in the postseason. That is tied for second of all time. Travis Kelce is an absolute beast, man. Travis Kelce is an absolute beast. Here we go on 1st and 10, shotgun formation to the left of him. Left of Joe Burrow is Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's gonna run out left. Joe Mixon is wide open. Joe Burrow hits him. There he goes. Mixon is going to push forward, and Joe Mixon is going to gain about 6 yards on that one. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. I appreciate you, James. I thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. I appreciate you guys watching this and hanging out and enjoying this with me. I know for a fact that when for a long time, I did not have cable. And I couldn't catch the games in any other way but watching it through YouTube in this form. And when I was, you know, before when you had Yahoo Fantasy Sports and Yahoo was actually airing the games, you could do that. There's the snap on 2nd and 4. That's a handoff to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's going to run forward and gain about 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 on the Cincinnati 33-yard line. So a 3rd and 2 now coming up after that 2-yard run by Joe Mixon. Samanji Piran is coming out to the field right now. So lots of players injured. Tyler Boyd out on the sideline trying to shake out his leg. It looks like he got hurt on one of those previous plays. Someone fell on his ankle. He is out on the sideline. Tyler Boyd has 40 yards tonight. This is a 3rd and 2. Samanji Piran to the right of Joe Burrow. We've got 4 wide receivers out there waiting for the snap. Still waiting for the snap. There it is. Joe Burrow's going to look around. Joe Burrow's going to throw deep. Joe Burrow is going to throw an interception. Joe Burrow throws a pick. And here comes Kansas City, ready to light up the world right now. Kansas City on fire. Oh, man. Wow. So Kansas City with a pick. Full stretch. And that was intended for T. Higgins. That was Watson with the interception there, number 35. That was a target intended for T. Higgins, and T. Higgins was just in a bad position. That was also just a bad throw from Joe Burrow. Unlike Joe Burrow, I was really expecting them to be a lot closer in this one, and you cannot give Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs the ball on the 39-yard line. That is going to be problematic. Let's see what happens, and if the Bengals can dial up an offensive or a defensive stand here. At the moment, the way that it looks, thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Okay, so the way that it looks right now, I have not been able to decide who's going to win this game just yet, but they're going to decide it on their own. It looks like the Kansas City Chiefs are in a pretty good spot. It's only 10 points, so I do not want to get too far ahead of myself. This 10-point differential can easily get out of hand. Oh no, Stacy, don't throw up. You know what helps? Beer. Beer helps. Don't throw up. And just so you guys know, man, this is my koozie. I've been bartending. I used to bartend for a long time. This is the rodeo for San Antonio, the Frontier Club. This is one of the places that I bartended at for a very long time. The rodeo is coming up. I don't know if anybody really cares much, which most people really don't, unless you're a country hick. Not saying that I am, but I do love rodeo season. It has some magic for me, and I'm ready for the rodeo to start. The rodeo will be starting here next week here in San Antonio, Texas. And it will be going all throughout of Texas and all the way up on the regular traditional rodeo drive. That is going to be what we're going to be having fun at in the part of the off season. It's only 2 weeks long. But I'll go ahead and shut up about that. Let's get back to football. Stacy, take it easy, Pilgrim. The game is far from over, says James. The game is far from over. And right now, I feel you though, Stacy. I know, because Kansas City is so dangerous. Kansas City is so dangerous, and Patrick Mahomes is the guy who's really gonna, Patty Mahomes, first interception in the last 122 postseason attempts. In the last 122 postseason attempts for Joe Burrow, that is his first interception. And here come the Kansas City Chiefs on the 40-yard line, 39-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in trouble, throws that one in the dirt. That one was kind of intended for Mecole Hardman. That was an incomplete pass there. The halftime report will be coming up shortly. That will stop the clock, so we have 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. And you can see that the drive chart updated right above my head right back there. So 2nd and 10, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at a 2nd and 10 shotgun formation. Actually, let's take a quick look. That's a turnover, right? So drink. Damn it, Christina. Okay, you're right. Oh, God. Empty backfield. Oh, shit. There's a snap and a throw. That one was a throw to Isaiah Pacheco. That is an incomplete pass. Wow, that one really hurt. Ooh. Okay. I get to call out Pilgrim. I can do a really good impersonation of John Wayne, Pilgrim. Is that you? Is that me? Is that Full Metal Jacket? Thanks for keeping me honest, Christina. Every turnover is a drink. Every touchdown is a drink. I did not drink for that touchdown either, so salute. 3rd and 10. We're looking at a 3rd and 10. Isaiah Pacheco next to Patrick Mahomes. Sorry, Jerick McKinnon next to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick is going to sling it out to his right. That is going to be an incomplete pass. So the Bengals able to get a stop here. That's going to bring up a 4th and 10. Going to bring up a 4th and 10. Gail, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I support the Dallas Cowboys. every day of the week. And if you were to cut open my veins, I would bleed blue and silver. Also black and silver. I guess something about silver. I'm a big Spurs fan. At least I used to be when the Spurs were good, and a Cowboys fan. And it doesn't matter if they're good or not. I do love my Cowboys. I will break my own Cowboys and bash them as much as I can. But you know, I also support them every second of every day. So that was a bit of an oxymoronic statement. That kick is going to bounce out of bounds. That is going to be out at about, looks like the 12-yard line. Where are they going to mark this? Looks like they're marking it inside of the 5. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cincinnati Bengals on the 5-yard line. They have quite a ways to go, and they will be playing inside of the 2-minute drill, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know what the 2-minute drill is, that means that there are 2 minutes left in this half. You cannot challenge plays inside of 2 minutes, inside the 2-minute drill. You get one free timeout basically because of the 2-minute warning, so you don't have to call timeout at the 2-minute warning. And you need to try to march, here we go, 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Actually, pro set, we got 2 in the backfield. There's a handoff to Joe Mixon, who's having a bad game today. Joe Mixon, for all that trash talking that he did, he's getting smothered right now. So let me go ahead and finish what I was saying. Inside of the 2-minute warning, Joe does have to pass inside the 2-minute warning. So for those of you who don't know, the goal of the 2-minute warning is to try, the 2-minute drill is what they call it. You want to get the ball in the hands of someone and stop the clock, because now you only have 2 minutes left. If a play is completed and that play goes inbounds, the clock will continue to run. So a running play that does not run out of bounds, the clock will continue to run and those 2 minutes will evaporate. A passing play that is caught inbounds, the clock will continue to run and you will run out of time very quickly. So traditionally, most of the runs and most of the passing plays will be passed out to either the corners, which is out towards the ends, or towards the edges, an edge run when they try to get around the edge. If they can get out of bounds under their own pressure or under their own strength, that will stop the clock, meaning that they still have more time to continue making plays. If, however, they catch the ball, and get out of bounds, that will stop the clock. If they run the ball and they get out of bounds, that will stop the clock. And if Joe Burrow or any quarterback throws the ball and it is an incomplete pass, that incomplete pass will also call a dead play, and that will also stop the clock. So inside of 2 minutes, inside the 2-minute drill, whether it's the second quarter or the fourth quarter, you will see a lot more passing plays. You will see a lot more plays go out to the edges, not so many up towards the hashes. Not saying that it will not happen, but just know that most likely the plays will be intended towards the corners and towards the ends. So next time you're watching a football game, if you're watching the Super Bowl and I'm not here, keep that in mind. An incomplete pass will stop the clock. A play that goes out of bounds under the receiver or the runner's own power will also stop the clock. If it goes inbounds, that clock will continue to run and the time will evaporate quickly unless they get up to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball and spike it down. Or in the hurry up offense is something else that you will see, which means no huddle. Hurry up offense, no huddle, synonymous with one another. So keep that in mind. So does Kelce have a golden season like his, or like yellowist? Not sure what that means, but Travis Kelce has a golden season every season. He's the first drafted tight end off the board, the only tight end that is worth drafting in the first round or early in the second round of fantasy football drafts. Travis Kelce is a beast, and you don't want to underestimate him. So right now, the Cincinnati Bengals can throw up in the middle of the field. They do have 3 timeouts left. We are looking at a 2nd and 8. We are in the shotgun formation, and it looks like it's a little offset here, so things have changed. Here we go. So now we have an extra blocker. That is thrown to Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst is going to run out of bounds after a big stiff arm there, and that's going to stop the clock. So Hayden Hurst able to stop the clock, gains 8 yards. We now have a 3rd and 2 situation. Let me update this drive chart here for you guys. There you go. Now we have a third and 2 situation. And you know what, man? I am a Tom Brady fan. You cannot deny the GOAT. Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. Patrick Mahomes is not far behind for his early career. 3rd and 2, shotgun formation to the left of Samaje Perine. There's the snap. Perine looks open. Joe Burrow's going to scramble. Joe Burrow is going to end up throwing across his body to the middle of the field, and he's going to throw another interception. He could have just ran that. He easily could have just ran that for the first down. He got nervous, threw the ball across his body. He was running left. He was running left, and as he's running left, he threw across his body. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what comes up. Pass interference. The Cincinnati Bengals just got really lucky on that one. That is an automatic first down, and the clock will stop. A huge pass interference. Oh, yeah, Hayden Hurst got blown up before he got a chance to catch that ball. Oh, that looks like it hurt. Hayden Hurst got buckled over, man. I mean, by inch, like very, very little here. So the drive stays alive. 1 minute and 44 seconds left. 1 minute and 44 seconds left. That was a 20-yard penalty right there. Let's see what happens on this one. We're waiting for the snap on this 1st and 10. They're showing blitz. They do blitz. There's a quick dump off to Samaje Perine. Perine is going to go nowhere. That's going to stay inbounds, and the clock will continue ticking. The clock will continue ticking here. So 1 minute and 30 seconds and counting. 2nd and 9. Running out of time. Have not gotten across midfield. They could use at least a field goal now. Have not used a timeout yet. They show 4 here. They're going to run 4. And that's a throw up the middle. That is a good catch. That is a good catch and run. Jamar Chase able to connect there with Jamar Chase. So they're at the 50. Thank you. Thank you, Stacy. At the 50-yard line. We're at the 50. Joe Burrow saying, hurry up. Let's go. No need. No need to talk about this one. 1 minute left, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 timeouts are still here. 58 seconds. There's the snap. Joe Burrow's in the pocket. Joe Burrow throws right. Joe Burrow connects. He connects with T. Higgins. T. Higgins ends up running out of bounds, and that will stop the clock. No timeout needed. 50 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is a good 2-minute drill. This is a good 2-minute run. Good play right now. 2nd down. 50 seconds left. The clock has stopped right here. T. Higgins with a quick run, and he stopped on a dime. Turns around on that comeback route. Yeah, T. Higgins, number 85 out of Clemson. 2nd round pick. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation to the left of Joe Burrow is Samaje Perine. There's the snap. He throws to Perine. Perine runs. Perine needs to get out of bounds. He does not get out of bounds. That is good enough for a first down. At least it looked like a first down to me, and Joe Burrow calls a timeout. Timeout, Joe Burrow. That is the first timeout. They have 40 seconds left. You cannot challenge inside of a 2-minute warning, so even though they think that might be a first down, that will have to be an official review. That would have to be an official review. McPherson getting ready. He's warming up his leg. I don't think they want to come off the field with 3 points. I think they would rather come off the field with the full 7. I think they would rather come off the field with the full 7, but let's see what happens here. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 1. I'm always behind you guys. Just know that I'm always behind you guys, and that I will never be ahead of your screen for multiple reasons. But here we go. Just so we're aware, I did create this channel for people who could not watch the game for whatever reason. Whether that's because they're driving, because they don't have cable, because they don't have the opportunity to, they can't bootleg it, or what have you. Like this, that's what this channel is for. So I do apologize for not having the option. Would you rather have $1 million, or would you rather play football? I'd rather play football because I'd get paid way more than $1 million. 3rd and 1. There's the snap. There's the handoff. That's good for a first down. They're almost to the. That's good for a first down. That's almost to the field goal line. So they called a 2nd timeout. Stacy, I don't know what time you have on your clock or on your TV. Likely you're looking at 39 seconds because that's what I've got on mine. But that's going to be a timeout, and we are going to a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. So you're not missing anything. They still have 1 timeout left and 39 seconds. So there's no need to hurry this one up. Thanks, Stace. I appreciate that. So we are at a commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen. Commercial break. Bengals 3. Cincinnati Bengals have 3. Kansas City Chiefs have 13. The Bengals trail by 10. 39 seconds left to go in this first half. It is a 1st and 10 Kansas City Chiefs. They're on the Kansas City 37-yard line. So this kick would be a big kick from McPherson if he has to kick it from all the way out here. They're going to try to push this ball forward as much as they can before it actually gets to halftime, but they will be going to the locker room here soon, ladies and gentlemen. This game will be going to the locker room here soon. We are almost at the end of the first half. Come on and put that one up for a laugh. Which one? What are we talking about? The Bengals are losing. I forgot what the Bengals are losing, but they're losing really bad. They're losing really bad. They're not losing too bad, man. It's only 10 points. 10 points is not anything to really worry about. I mean, yes, it is a 2-possession situation right now, but even a field goal will be enough to get them close enough to strike and possibly take the lead. This game is far from over, guys. This game is far from over. We are just about to get into halftime. Can I sing? I like to think that I can sing, but apparently I shouldn't quit my day job, according to James, or according to yeah. I've been told to lay off the singing. So Stacy says, nice drive. This has been a good drive. Can they finish this one? So it's a 1st and 10, what I see right now. My TV, you can see right here that it did update already. So this is also ahead of me. So what I'm seeing right now, we are on the 40, looks like the 38-yard line. There's the snap. Here's a throw. That's a catch. That is to T. Higgins. T. Higgins gets dropped down in the middle of the field. 30 seconds left to go. They are rushing right now. So now we've got a 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line, and it looks like the clock is going to stop. Did they call a timeout? Yes, they did. So timeout has been called. 32 seconds left to go. Turbo Hefe says no handlebars. He's seen me karaoke a few times. We've karaoke'd together, actually. Because these chicks don't even know the name of my band, man. Oh, I love having friends here, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm getting close to the bottom of my Maker's Mark bottle. I will be needing to hydrate before tomorrow. It is a 1st and 10, what I see on my screen, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Kansas City. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow throws. That is a great throw, and that is going to be connected, and that is going to be out of bounds. The clock is going to continue to slide, though. The clock is still counting. We got 19 seconds, 18 seconds, 17 seconds. They're going to need to spike the ball here. That is T. Higgins. They're going to need to spike this ball. Snap. He's going to actually throw that one. That one is going to be incomplete. So 8 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal. 5 yards left to go, ladies and gentlemen. 8 seconds left to go. 8 seconds left to go. On my screen, I've got a 2nd and goal. Above my head, it's showing 3rd and goal. So let's see if the Bengals can actually get this one off here. 2nd and goal. 8 seconds left. We're in a shotgun formation. Samaje Perine in the backfield. Joe Burrow throws quickly. That is to T. Higgins out on the far right side. And that is an incomplete pass. We have a 3rd and 5 with 4 seconds left to go. And it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit to kick this one off. So McPherson is going to come out and have a chance here. So it looks like they're going to just go ahead and put up the quick 3. Let's see if they can do it. Right now I see McPherson on my line. Stacy has updated for those of you who are following the chat right now. On my screen, I have yet to see that happen, but above my head, it has updated. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is good. Straight through the middle. Nothing to worry about there. And the field good is good, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The Cincinnati Bengals have 6 points. The Kansas City Chiefs have 13. The Kansas City Chiefs have 13. They lead right now by 7. So like we were saying earlier, Gail, do not worry. Stacy, field goal is good. She did call that one out. James says, I told you, Pilgrim, this game is far from over. Imagine that in a John Wayne voice. I don't know how to do a John Wayne voice. So here you go, guys. This is your stat line. It is very close to what we're actually expecting. It is not going to be a 47-point game. At least I doubt that it will. You want to see them come back with a vengeance, says Christina, like the Jags did a few weeks ago. Gosh, do y'all remember how good that Jags game was? Like, that Jags game was awesome, man. I keep thinking about how awesome Trevor Lawrence played in that game. And yeah, I loved it. I loved every second of that game. That was an awesome one to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. We are officially at halftime. We are officially at halftime, and for whatever reason, my drive chart did not update. Don't know why. I will make sure that I stay on top of that for you guys. So, tonight, in this game right now, Joe Burrow is good for 15 of 22 passes. Joe Burrow has 147 yards. He has 1 interception that he threw. He is not doing great for fantasy purposes. Patrick Mahomes. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. Gail, you redacted a few of your messages. I saw 4 of those or 3 of those get deleted, so I can't read the ones that actually got deleted off the page. So, James, keep up the good work. Thank you so much, sir. I'm here for you, man. We are rocking right now. So I'm gonna go down the Bengals first, and then we're gonna go down on the scoreboard. We're not gonna go down on anyone. We're gonna go down the line of the scoreboard here. Cincinnati Bengals today. Total offense for the Cincinnati Bengals, 141 yards. They only have 19 rushing yards, but that is okay because the Chiefs also only have 19 rushing yards. Tied as far as on the ground is concerned. That might be a problem next game when one of these two teams ends up playing against the Eagles, because the Eagles had a really good rushing game today. So passing yards for the Bengals, 122 passing yards. Today, Joe Burrow has 147 yards. Saman GP Ryan has 11 yards on the ground. Joe Mixon has 8 on the ground. Tyler Boyd has 2 targets, 2 receptions for 40 yards. Jamar Chase has 5 targets, 4 receptions for 37 yards. T. Higgins has 6 targets, 3 receptions, and 37 yards. And Hayden Hurst has 3 targets, 2 receptions, and 12 yards. Just so you are aware, fantasy purposes, according to CBS on this one, in full PPR, Tyler Boyd 6, Jamar Chase 7, T. Higgins 6, Hayden Hurst 3. The most points right now for anybody on the field, quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, running back, it's actually Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce fantasy points right now has 15 fantasy points. Travis Kelce, 4 targets, 4 receptions, has caught everything that has gone his way. Travis Kelce has 55 yards and a touchdown. He's got 15 fantasy points. Isaiah Pacheco has 3 rushing attempts, 9 yards, and 5 fantasy points. Patrick Mahomes tonight, he's 13 of 19 for 165 yards, 1 touchdown. He's got 12 fantasy points here tonight. Those are going to be your leading scorers, leading rushers, leading receivers tonight. Travis Kelce is the leading receiver, even though he is the tight end. Isaiah Pacheco is your leading rusher there. And Patrick Mahomes, head quarterback, obviously only quarterback. Joe Burrow, quarterback. Samanji Piran is outperforming Joe Mixon today. Pretty freaking wild. And Tyler Boyd, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 40 yards. Kind of an off game. Only 1 touchdown in this entire game. It's kind of been a different... I wasn't really expecting that, you know. We were all I mean, Who was it that said that they were expecting 101 points? That was, yeah, 101 points is what someone had mentioned. Definitely not the case today. I don't know which line. James, go ahead and drop that one again, though. Kelsey Grammer, I don't know who Kelsey Grammer is. Not those ones, the ones with Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is not in this game. Not sure. Travis Kelce might as well have been Kelsey Grammer. I don't know who Kelsey Grammer is, but cheers to that. Cheers to you. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the love. Miles Sanders today had a hell of a game, guys. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the San Francisco 49ers 31-7. The Kansas City Chiefs are up 13-6 right now, so it's either going to be the Bengals or the Chiefs who go up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm still going for the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow can shake this. They should be getting the ball at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what happens after the half. Christina says that she wants to see the Bengals come out with a vengeance and just lay into the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that is very possible. We got to see what coach is going to say here. Zach Taylor is the head coach for the Bengals, and we'll see if he's got the right scheme to beat Andy Reid and his coaching. Those of you who don't know, Andy Reid is one hell of a head coach. He looks like a walrus. He's got the mustache of a walrus, but he is the man when it comes to coaching. Not just that, though, but he's also got the best quarterback in all of football right now. As good as Joe Burrow is, let's be real, guys. Patrick Mahomes, he's earning every penny of what he's getting paid right now. And in case you didn't know, Patrick Mahomes is getting paid $500 million with the letter B, and he's going to earn it. I mean, he almost broke his leg last game, and here he is walking. I don't know how many steroid shots they gave him, what kind of injections they gave him, but he looks sharp. He looks good today. We're looking to see what's going to happen after this. We are still at halftime. There's not much left here to go at halftime. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, total yards tonight, 184 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelsey Grammer on Frasier. I never watched Frasier. Not my show. I know, right? So, shows that I watched, in case you're interested, not that anybody is, but shows that I watched probably like repeatedly. I'm a cartoon watcher. Family Guy. Love Family Guy. Futurama, love Futurama. If we're going to talk about sitcoms, How I Met Your Mother is one of my favorites. Recently got into Friends, was never a Friends fan until just recently. That 70s show, kind of got into that one as well. Never watched Frasier though, never watched Frasier. But there's a lot of, I mean, I grew up in the 90s, man. I was born in 1991, dude. That's like, I'm 31 years old, 31 years young, I could say. And yeah, man, I'm doing this right now. Is kind of like, I finally found the chance to. James, you got to keep dropping fresh material, man. If you want me to keep dropping stuff, you can't keep dropping the same Kelsey Grammer line. You got to give me something else to work with. We gotta have new material. I never watched Frasier, but I can't have too many assignments. So would you rather I watch Frasier? Or would you rather I watch Frasier, or would you rather me watch Symbols of an Alien Sky 1? Because you tell me, and I'll get one of those watched, but I can't promise that I'll watch both. We are still in the middle of halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We have not gotten back to the actual action here. Don't worry, you are not missing anything right now. You are not missing anything in this game. We are at halftime. We've covered all of the stat lines for this game. There's not a whole lot in it. The Bengals trail the Kansas City Chiefs 6-13. Right now, they are recognizing excellence on and off the field. They are highlighting Patrick Mahomes, and NFL.com has rated him Man of the Year. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I believe that he's a philanthropist, and through his philanthropic endeavors, he's absolutely, I mean, he's a good guy, and an even better quarterback. So I don't know him personally. It would be great to have an interview with him. It would be great to have an interview with any NFL player. I would love to have that happen for one of my off-season comments or one of my off-season pieces. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now joining, you can catch me in the off-season here at Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we're going to have some really cool content for you guys once this season is over. We have the rest of tonight's game and then Super Bowl Sunday, 2 weeks from tonight. And then we are in the off-season. There will be all kinds of stuff happening this off-season. I want to see what kind of trades are going to happen. I want to see if Aaron Rodgers is going to stay in Green Bay. I doubt it. But where is he going to go? You know who's looking for a quarterback right now? The Raiders. You know who is down there right now? Davante Adams. If Aaron Rodgers gets paid to go to Las Vegas and he connects with Davante Adams again, that is going to be just absolute nonsense. Like, that is going to be the craziest with Josh Jacobs. Oh, no. Oh, and Darren Waller? No. That's going to be one of the craziest offenses if that were to happen. I mean, you go to a new team to hopefully try to win a Super Bowl. I think Aaron Rodgers legitimately has a chance to win a Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Where's Aaron Rodgers going to go? I think that's the biggest question of the offseason right now. The other one is, what is Tom Brady going to do? Is Tom Brady going to retire? Possibly. I mean, he's already, 44, going on 45? How long can he actually play? He'll turn 46 next year if he decides to stay. So he would be like the oldest quarterback to ever play football. And I think that his bones might shatter if he takes the hit. Not saying that a 46-year-old can't take a hit, but are you going to take a hit from a 312-pound linebacker? Which is pretty big for a linebacker. But you know what I mean, right? Like, you're not going to go in there and get hit by Nick Bosa or something like that at that age and just get up and walk that off. He needs to have the right protection. I don't think I don't think Tom Brady has another Super Bowl in him, honestly, personally. And he should have quit after winning his last one, but he came out of retirement and decided to go for it anyways. Not the wisest of choices, but it is what it is for Tom Brady and company. Gosh, we need Matt Stafford to get back healthy because I want to see him and Cooper Kupp do what they do. I would be interested to see what Baker Mayfield does with Cooper Kupp. What anybody could do with Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is... I just cannot wait to see Cooper Kupp come back to action. I lost him in my fantasy season, and that's probably what costed me the title. I did not win first place in any of my leagues, and that breaks my heart. I came in second place in 2 of 5. Third place in 2 of 5, and then somewhere in the middle of the pack in my 4th. So, yeah, it is what it is. Tom Brady is the greatest Super Bowl quarterback when he was a Patriot, and now he's a skunk. Ouch. I'm sure he knows that. I'm sure he knows that his heyday was when he had Rob Gronkowski, and it goes to show what a quarterback lacks, right? All of his weaknesses were exposed this season. This was the first season that he ever had in his entire career where he had a losing record going into the postseason. Yet somehow he made it into the postseason with a losing record. The only team in NFL this year to get out there. And yeah, I agree. With Bill Belichick, absolutely. But Bill Belichick and his squad did not get out there without Tom Brady. So that also goes to show that Tom Brady, I think that goes to show that Tom Brady is a better quarterback than Bill Belichick is a coach. And I think Bill Belichick had a lot of his success because of Tom Brady. Yes, they fed off of one another, but that is what it is. All right, Kansas City will actually receive the second half here. They are still showing the highlights. We are still in the middle of this halftime show. They're showing the touchdown pass that happened there to Travis Kelce, that bullet, that rocket that Travis Kelce caught and scored on. So let's see how much time is left in this halftime show. We are getting ready to get back to the third quarter here. To get this third quarter started, I should say. 181 yards of total offense for the Kansas City Chiefs, 141 yards for the Cincinnati Bengals. We are still in it, ladies and gentlemen. It is almost the end of halftime. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay. So the kickoff is getting ready to start, y'all. Kickoff is getting ready to start. We are lined up for kickoff, y'all. We are lined up for kickoff. He's squeezing the ball. He's pushing it down. McPherson is getting ready to kick off here. Belichick coached the entire team and his defense was the best. That is true. I will give you that. But how do you explain Deflategate? Just kidding. The kick is away, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting the second half of football. It is now the third quarter. And that's going to be returned past the 10, past the 15, past the 20, dropped at the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 21-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 21-yard line. Let me get up on my feet for just a little bit. My ass is getting numb. Literally. And here we go. So Andy Reid says that they need to slow the game down. I don't know why they would want to slow down or take their foot off the gas right now. Kansas City has the ball. This is a 1st and 10 situation. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap here. There's the snap. Fakes the hand. Actually hands the ball off to Isaiah Pacheco. Fakes the throw afterwards. Isaiah Pacheco runs forward. Gains about 2. They're going to give him 3. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 on the Kansas City 34-yard line. 2nd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what happens here on the 2nd and 7. Waiting to see what happens. I got nothing on my screen. I know some of you have probably already updated. So there's the snap, there's the throw. That is to Mecole Hardman out on the left. Mecole Hardman gets swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to actually lose a yard on that one. So 1 yard lost by Mecole Hardman. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 on the Kansas City 23-yard line. My contacts are drying out. I could probably use some eye drops. Quarterback comparison in the first half, 147 yards. Joe Burrow, 165 yards. Patrick Mahomes has 1 touchdown and no interception. Joe Burrow has no touchdowns and 1 interception. Joe Burrow has been sacked 4 times in this game already. 4 times in this game already. That's a rough one. 3rd and 7, shotgun formation. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes winds up, throws a deep shot. Overthrows there. There's no interference, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 7, ladies and gentlemen. So now we have a 4th and 7 here, and they're coming off the field, and that is going to be a punt away. So we're going to have a punt here. I mean, that was just an overthrown play. And now we have a chance for the Cincinnati Bengals to come back and tie this sucker up. So let's go Bengals, baby. Let's go. There's the punt. That's going to be returned. We are on the 38-yard line. Looks like he's dropped down at the 38. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Bengals 38-yard line. We are back from halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We are back from halftime. This is the game happening right now, live in real time. So players coming off the field, players getting on the field. Hold eye drops. Just close the eye and drop the drop. Let it warm up and then open the eye and it will be warm to the eye. You know what? I actually don't mind the cold drops. I actually prefer using like Rotos, actually, believe it or not, for eye drops. Why does this guy keep popping up on my Jazz? I must be doing something right. I mean, if this guy's coming in here to try to troll on my chat line, it's an easy click of a button to have all of his messages deleted. So I don't know why people even try that. It's pretty easy to get by. So that's the quick way. That's the quick way to get people to hate you, right? Especially if you're going to other people's pages and trying to do it that way. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals will be out on the field here. They will have possession, 1st and 10 on the Bengals' own 38-yard line after that punt away. Yeah, James, they did that in the last showing too, so who knows, man? I don't know. Maybe they think that someone is dumb enough to click on some random unsolicited links. So I hope that nobody on this thread, nobody who's watching this game is susceptible to phishing scams like that or potential phishing scams like that. Yeah, I mean, that's not even .com, that's Comicom. You see that? NFL GTV Comicom, like, come on, dude. Don't click that. Don't do it. We are at a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We have not gotten back. This transition on and off the field has taken quite some time. I hope that they get straight to the action as soon as this one comes back. But for the moment, we are here at commercial. My name is Mario Manuel. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not already done so and you're in this room, please like and subscribe, man. That would make me very happy, and I'll keep bringing content like this to you guys. Hoping to get some new material next year, hoping to get some new information, some new songs, some new graphics, and all the best stuff when it happens. If Joe Burrow loses the game, I will have to change my name. He will have to change his name to Joe Burrow or Donkey. Joe Burrow is what he's saying. Hello, Timothy Johnson. Hello so much, Joe Mama, Joe Jackass, Joe Donkey. Oh no. Timothy Johnson, Timmy J, thank you so much for being here. Cheers, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 in the shotgun formation. The Bengals do have the ball. There is a throw out to the right. That is a completed pass to T. Higgins. That is good enough for a 1st down Bengals. We have a 1st down by the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, Timothy. Thank you so much for being here, man. Joe Mama. Joe Schmo. I don't remember through the picture, but if you jog my memory, I'm sure I will. Here we go. It is 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 1. There's the snap. Here's a handoff. That is to Samanji Pirine. Pirine is going to run forward, get past the 50-yard line all the way down to about the 46. Thank you, James. Timothy, jog my memory. Are you the Timothy who I used to work with over at Freetail, who helped me out quite a bit when I moved out? Because that would be cool if you were, man, and thanks for being here if you are. Okay. We're looking at a 1st and 10 right now. Looking at a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Joe Burrow still has the ball. He's in the pocket. He's going to get in trouble. He runs forward and ends up gaining about 2 yards. So what could have been a sack right there ends up being, oh yeah. My gosh, wasn't that a day, Tim? Wasn't that a day? I mean, that one was a serious, I wasn't even sure what to do. That was still one of my very first broadcasts. I was only about 3 weeks in, maybe. Yeah, I was only about 3 weeks into having broadcasted, and that was probably like my 10th show ever in that Damar Hamlin situation. So I appreciate you coming back and checking out the channel, man. Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a 2nd and 8. We're in a shotgun formation. There's the snap. There's a handoff. That is going to go forward for about 3 yards, 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down now. And we've got a 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd and 6. Yeah, Tim, that was, what a day that was. I'm glad Damar Hamlin is okay. I'm glad that Damar Hamlin is okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is getting loud in Arrowhead. It is getting loud at Arrowhead. It looks like this next play is going to result into a 1st down. I see a 3rd and 6 on my screen right now. 3rd and 6, empty backfield, Joe Burrow by himself. He's going to have a designed run and run forward and drop himself down at the 29-yard line. Sorry, the 31. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how to earn mod. I don't know if I have any moderators or whatnot, but I do appreciate you being here, man. I didn't even know that I can add moderators to this YouTube channel. I'm so new at this, guys. Just so you know, I started doing this YouTube seriously 6 weeks ago. 1st and 10, there's the snap, there's a toss. That is actually going to be a toss to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon finally gaining some yards. He gains about 4 yards on that one. And Timothy, I will look into that, and I will slowly and surely start getting moderators. What I need first before I start assigning moderators is at least 1,000 subscribers. If I can get myself to 1,000 subscribers, then I will assign moderators. I already have, now that you've mentioned it, I've already got 2 or 3 in mind for people that have been with me every episode, every way. And I appreciate those of you who are with me every episode, every time, all the way. You guys are awesome. Cheers to you. Cheers to the best. Salute. Ladies and gentlemen, If you're just now joining us, the score, Cincinnati Bengals 6, Kansas City Chiefs 13. When we get back from this injury timeout, which there is an injured Chief on the field right now. Thank you, Turbo Hefe. When we get back from this timeout, right now, from this injury timeout, it will be 2nd and 6 on the Kansas City 27-yard line. There are 10 minutes and 24 seconds left in this third quarter. This game is far from over. The Cincinnati Bengals are trailing the Kansas City Chiefs. They are down by 7. Down by 7. All we need is a touchdown. I say we because tonight I'm rooting for the Bengals. Cannot wait to see how this game unfolds. I am super excited for Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to probably... I don't know. I still haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to do that game. I would like to do the game, but I would also like to just kind of hang back and watch it. But this is work, right? If I want this to be my full-time gig, then I got to work at it full-time. So I'll let you guys know here by this time next week. And then the week after that will be the actual game. And by Sunday of next week, you will know for sure whether or not I will be covering these games. All you got to do is like and subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to find that here. Or you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can see that scrolling by right here. Go ahead and copy one of those, type those in, click on it. You'll know for sure if I'm covering those games. I don't know who else is out there covering these, but yes. Timothy says, okay. Turbo Hefe says, boom, that's easy. I wish I had that button, right? That was easy. Don't, but okay, we are still in an injury timeout, ladies and gentlemen. You are not missing anything. We're waiting to get back to this game. Oh my goodness. At the risk of sounding insensitive, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm just glad that T. Higgins isn't actually putting anyone else down right now. That one was a wild game. A wild game. Could you imagine what would have happened if T. Higgins actually... Anyways, it is 19 degrees right now, and with the wind chill, it feels like 5 according to my TV screen. So 5 degrees outside. Joe Burrow, no gloves, takes the snap on 2nd and 6, throws the pass, incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. He got pressured pretty hard there and takes the hit. So we are inside of 9 minutes. Sorry, inside of 10 minutes. 9 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Inside of 10 minutes. There's the snap. Should have thrown it quicker than that. Did not have enough time to get rid of it. He got blown up on that play. So 3rd and 6 coming up on this one. This is what I see on my screen. We're in a shotgun formation. Joe Burrow in the backfield. Joe Mixon to his right. There's the snap. There's a throw, a big throw, a deep throw, a huge throw to T. Higgins, and T. Higgins ends up getting the touchdown. We got a touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals.
Last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks. Knew that ass was real when I hit it, bounce back. You ain't getting checks. Last night took a L, but tonight I Last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks. Knew that ass was real when I hit it, bounce back. You ain't getting checks. Last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Boy, I've been broke as hell, catch the check and bounce back. D-Town LAX, every week I bounce back.
Sorry for changing the song mid-stream for you guys there, but I wanted to put on something different that y'all had not heard yet tonight between the last game or this game. So what a throw. T. Higgins jumped up, elevated, full reach, full extension, came down, didn't even have to fall, and the Bengals have tied this game up. The kick is good. Let me update my scoreboard here. Let me go ahead and make sure that that is nice and updated for you. And there you go. We have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're talking about. Let's go. She said, what? Boys, let's roll. She said, let's roll. She's hyped. She's hyped. She's hyped. I feel you, Stacy. I feel you. Let's go, Bengals. All right. So who was it that put money on this game? Was that you, Lou? Lou Turbo Hefe was saying that he had parlays on this one or something? Man. Okay, dude. Let's go. Someone lost $50 in the last game. I would have bet on the Bengals. So right now, It's anybody's game, y'all. It's anybody's game. There's still most of the third quarter left to go, and the fourth quarter is coming up. Right now, it is 26 points in this game. 26 points in this game. Cincinnati Bengals have tied this game up, ladies and gentlemen. The game is now tied. Bengals have 13 points. Kansas City Chiefs have 13 points. This game is all tied up. She said, Joe, baby. I'm up. I won a few bets already, he said. Good, man. All right, rock on. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. This game is better than the last game. Last game was just a blowout. Last game was not the easiest to commentate because you're just commentating on one side. You know what's going to happen. It's very predictable. It's not as exciting. This game, on the other hand, oh snap, man. Now we're at 13-13. This is what we expected. We were expecting a shootout here. James says that he won 10 on the Eagles, who should have been the Cowboys. Yeah, but I took the Bengals too, so nice. And Joe Burrow, oh, Sean over here says, hit them parlays, y'all. Hit them parlays, y'all. Joe Burrow, ice cold, baby. He's got ice in his veins, man. What do you expect? Joe Burrow is ice cold. In the good way, in the best way. Stacy, what a game. Call it, baby. I'm saying it. The Cincinnati Bengals will win this game. The Bengals all day. Kansas City Chiefs, put up the fight, have some fun. Just go out there and have some fun, guys. Kansas City Chiefs, just go have some fun. Look at that. Wow. All right, so the stats have changed, ladies and gentlemen. Total yards on offense for the Cincinnati Bengals, 203 total yards. Total yards on offense for the Kansas City Chiefs, 186. 186 total yards. Joe Burrow has 183. Patrick Mahomes has 164. I am getting a serious case of deja vu right now. The ball fell off once again. Why does this always seem to happen? The ball fell off the tee here. The wind is about 15 miles an hour right now. What do you think about Kansas City running Kelsey on the outside? Like actually full-time as a wide receiver? Or on the outside of the inside five? Because, I mean, that's the position that he plays. No, I think Travis Kelsey is right where he needs to be. Yeah, he's a great receiver, so to speak, but he is a tight end. And if they need him to actually block, then Travis Kelsey can also block. No, he's not the tight end. He's not the blocking tight end that you would see out of someone like Gray. But no, I don't think Travis Kelsey should be on the outside. I think Travis Kelsey is perfect right where he's at because he's most dangerous inside of those seams, inside of the hashes. Travis Kelsey is most dangerous inside of the hashes. You saw Mahomes limping. Here we go. There's the snap. Mahomes looks like he's backpedaling okay. He's going to throw that one on 1st and 10, and that is going to be to Travis Kelsey just short of the 30-yard line. So just short of the 30-yard line, Travis Kelsey with a connection right there. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. That's where he's most dangerous, man. He's huge, man. He's 6'6". Travis Kelsey. Christina was saying earlier that she wanted to see the Kelsey brothers play against each other. So in case you didn't know, Travis Kelsey's brother is Jason Kelsey. He is the center for the Philadelphia Eagles. So you could have, if it ends up being Kansas City and Philadelphia, 2nd and 5, empty backfield. There's a throw. Ooh, that gets blown up. Mecole Hardman almost gets picked off on that one. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Taylor Britt with a big, almost interception, able to get in there, gets his hand in there. Good, solid defense. Way to read that one on the comeback route. That's exactly what they needed to do. And the Bengals are finally showing some like real signs of life. It looks like that touchdown might have actually like fired them up a bit here. So here we go. It is 3rd and 5 shotgun formation. 3rd and 5 on a shotgun formation. There's the snap. Pacheco, McKinnon there to block. Mahomes throws and he completes that for a 1st down. That is going to be a 1st down. That is to Mecole Hardman and he rolls over in pain. Is Mecole Hardman okay? Mahomes is limping a little bit. Mecole Hardman is down on the floor. Looks like his back might have gotten crunched on that one. And that's a big player for him. Yep, and Mahomes up on his foot. He is definitely hopping around. So the Kansas City Chiefs are busted up right now. Patrick Mahomes looks like that ankle sprain the high ankle sprain that he experienced last week is still lingering right now. And Mecole Hardman took a huge hit to the back that he was writhing in pain right now. Mecole Hardman looks like he is hurt. Patrick Mahomes looks like he is hurt. And let's see what happens with the Kansas City Chiefs and if they can actually hang in there right now. I mean, it is pain and gain. You got to put yourself out there for the glory, but is it worth, possibly never being able to walk again or worth? I don't think so, man. Super Bowl ain't not worth that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make a quick adjustment, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure that my camera is up at the right height, and I'm going to jerry rig my setup, so bear with me. There we go. Much better. Now I can see you at eye level, and we are eye to eye. Literally just put a stack of books under my laptop right here, so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are 9 minutes left in this third quarter. 13-13. We are at a tied game. We are looking at a tied game today. Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals. Players are getting hurt. People are busted up. It is all or nothing tonight. Do or die for both of these teams. Whoever wins this game will get to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl 2 weeks from tonight. So this game means quite a bit. Believe it or not, this game is as tied can actually be. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you for coming back. Believe it or not, this game is tied as tied can be. Bengals have 13. Chiefs have 13. Total yards of offense. Bengals have 203. Kansas City Chiefs have 203. As tied can be. Little nuances here and there. Rushing yards 45 for the Bengals, 22 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Passing yards 158 for the Bengals, 181 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Looks like Mecole Hardman has been taken off the field. I don't know if he's okay or not. We will find out more here shortly. The Kansas City Chiefs are in a huddle. Mecole Hardman is on the sideline. He's wincing, but he's walking, so he's okay. So here we go in a shotgun formation on 1st and 10. Looking at a 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws that to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's going to run forward and gain 5 yards on that. So now we've got a 2nd and 5 on the Kansas City 45-yard line. Patrick Mahomes still hobbling around. Patrick Mahomes still in pain. That was a run out to the left. He ends up tossing that one. And a big hit right there. They're showing that hit once again on Mecole Hardman. I think he's fine, but he must have tweaked something. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. We're in a shotgun formation. I see 2nd and 5, 45, 46-yard line. Motioning in the backfield. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes looks left. Patrick Mahomes looks up in center. He's got time. He throws out to the right. That's going to be good to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He's going to run past the 50, past the 40, past the 35, past the 30. And a huge gain by Marquez Valdes-Scantling out to the 29, down to the 29-yard line. 25-yard gain. 25-yard gain right there. What a huge play. I mean, tons of motion in the backfield. That was a throw out to the flat. So what happened? Yeah, if he would have thrown deep, he could have easily thrown a touchdown. That's okay though. That was a great graphic that they just showed up on that TV right now. Unfortunately, I did not have the time to read it in real time. There's the snap on 1st and 10. That's a handoff to Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon is going to get brought down at about the 30-yard line. So that's going to be, you're going to give him 1 yard of a gain on that one. So 2nd and 9 on the Cincinnati Bengals 28-yard line. Oh, well, thank you, Stacy. I do appreciate that. Slime time, Wednesday, 7 Eastern time. So let's see who gets slimed this week. We're looking at a 2nd and 9 on this one. We are waiting for the snap. Travis Kelce is motioning in the backfield. Waiting for the snap here. There's the snap. Isaiah Pacheco is to the left. Patrick Mahomes looks right, looks left. Patrick Mahomes scrambles, runs forward, and gets tackled for a gain of maybe 1. They're going to give him 2 yards on that one. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 on the Cincinnati Bengals 26-yard line. I have never streamed NASCAR, and confession, I have never watched a single NASCAR event ever. I do know that the most visited, that was one of the fun facts that I had dropped when I covered the Colts game. The biggest event in all of sports, period, every year happens in Indianapolis. It is the Indy 500. Hundreds of thousands of people go to attend the Indy 500. It is crazy. It'd be cool to go. I've never seen that. So a timeout is called by Patrick Mahomes. Stacy says, please do NASCAR. I have never done NASCAR. I wouldn't know where to start. That doesn't mean that I couldn't do it. I could definitely do it if I understood a little more about how NASCAR works. I know that the cars are built to make a left turn. I know that the cars go literally hundreds of miles an hour, 200 plus, right? Something like that. They're literally going like almost Mach speeds on the damn ground. It's crazy how fast these cars go. I hear that like when you're in the stadium in the crowd, you can feel your soul like leaving your body as the cars go past you, is what I've heard. Is what, again, I've never watched a single NASCAR event, but doesn't the Indy 500 take like days to cover? Anyways, we'll get into that some other time. We're looking at a 3rd and 7 on the screen here, ladies and gentlemen. It is 3rd and 7. We are in a shotgun formation to the left. Looks like it's Jerick McKinnon. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw up the middle. Marquez Valdes-Scantling stretching, trying to get that first down, just short, inches short of that first down. That's going to bring up a 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 1, 4th and inches on the 20-yard line. 4th and inches on the 20-yard line. When is the Daytona 500? Wow, what an effort right there. He almost gets the ball swatted out of his hands, trying to get that first down. Luckily did not get that ball swatted out. 4th and 1. I'll watch every race if you call it. Just saying. Okay, I will consider it. I have no idea. I have no idea. I like covering football because I like football. It would feel almost as if I would be lying to you guys if I tried covering the Indy 500. I could cover basketball. I do like basketball as well. So football, basketball. Oh, look at that stretch. Oh, are they going to give him that first down? Are they going to challenge it? That might have been a first down. That stretch might have actually got him there. Yeah, that should be good. I think that's actually a first down. I think that's a good challenge. Andy Reid is challenging this one. So for those of you who missed it, Marquez Valdes-Scantling is getting ready to be brought down. And as he's getting tackled, he's all the way at the 19-yard line, and he put every inch of his arm like Michael Jordan in Space Jam to reach out and get that ball just quickly enough and then brings it back in. It looked from my end on the replay after the coach's challenge like it was definitely a first down. I would not be surprised if they give it to him. Daytona 500 is February 19th at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time or Eastern Time? I think it's not. That's shown a bit of an angle. It's inches for sure, but not quite a first down, says Christina. Not quite a first down, says Christina. Well, let's see what they say when they get back from the commercial break here. We are at a commercial break. They are reviewing this one to see if it is going to be good for it. So February 19th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. February, what day of the week is that? If it's a weekday, I do work a day job. So if it's on a weekday, unfortunately, I will not be able to cover that game. But if it's on a weekend, I might be able to cover that game. And how long, let me do some research, guys. I don't want to lie to you guys and say that I'm going to cover it. And I don't want to say that I'm not going to cover it if I don't know if I'm going to or not. So I'll do some research and we'll look into it. And I appreciate the information, and I appreciate the love and the enthusiasm and the encouragement. The encouragement really gets me fired up. So maybe I'll find a new love for NASCAR that I had never known that I had before. Who knows? Maybe I'll start to really like NASCAR. I've never watched a single game or a single race ever. So, you know, maybe. What I am very much looking forward to. Christina says NASCAR is fun. I've never been. I've never watched a single race. So I hear just a lot of friends of mine who like to mock it just because they're like, oh, look, a left turn. Oh, look, another left turn. I know it's more than that. I know for a fact that it's more than that. Plus, not to mention, like, you've got your pit crews. You've got so many other factors that go into play that can be like... Okay, I don't know what happened here. Wow, so once again, look at that highlight. I still think that that should be a first down. Just short on the other angle though. Andy Reid has lost 2. Andy Reid has lost 2 of his. And unfortunately, he is not going to be getting that one back. So they've lost another timeout. It is 4th and inches on the Bengals 20-yard line. So close. Stacy says she's down. Thank you so much, Stacy. You were awesome. And Christina was absolutely right. Good eyes, Christina, to stay so close. Not quite so close, just short. It really was just short. I mean, inches. Let's see what Timothy here had to say. NASCAR usually takes 3 hours and 30 minutes depending on the wrecks because there are times that cars flip over. Oh my gosh. If you need a job, you can always get one. What? 40 skins a week and always a chance to get ahead? Wow. There's the snap on 1st and 10. So wait a minute, did they give him that one or not? So... looks like they did a QB sneak. I was reading comments. I apologize for missing that play. So now we have a 2nd down, y'all. We've got a 2nd and 8. No more missing plays. And I will look into it. I promise, guys. No promises aside from that will be made. I'll tell you after this one. 2nd and 8, shotgun formation. To the right is Isaiah Pacheco. Motioning from the backfield is Isaiah Pacheco into that screen spot. Patrick Mahomes in trouble. Patrick Mahomes gets wrapped up. He does a backhanded toss to Isaiah Pacheco, who ends up catching the ball and ends up running forward for a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Patrick Mahomes hurrying back to the line of scrimmage, but he's got a bit of a hop to him right now. Looks like his leg is still kind of... I mean, wow, that was a shovel pass out to the left like that, and that was a completed. Ooh, challenge flag coming out. Christina says sack, and that is very, very true. Good eye, Christina, very good eye. So Patrick Mahomes coming out. Right now, the Cincinnati Bengals are challenging it. They're saying that that was a sack. His knee was down. That was the easiest, quickest way. That would be awesome. I hope that what you're saying is true, Tim. I don't know how many people cover NASCAR or how many people watch NASCAR on YouTube. That's the other thing, right? Because a lot of people might watch NASCAR, but does everyone watch it on YouTube or are they watching it somewhere else? Well, we'll look into it. We will. I promise you guys, I will look into the NASCAR thing. And Stacy over here calling the game. I don't know how do you have your TV set up? Here we go. It is 3rd and 10. We are on the 19-yard line. We are in a shotgun formation. This hasn't even registered yet. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes is in the pocket. Patrick Mahomes throws a dart once again, and that is to Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and that is going to be a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. That is officially a touchdown from what I see right here. Thank you, Stacy, for keeping me honest right there. Touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen.
So far away, we wait for the day, yeah. For the lights also wasted in love. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Kansas City Chiefs are up 7 points once again, and this is starting to turn into that shootout that we were expecting. So Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a catch right up the middle in between the hashes in the end zone. He runs up and then runs a post route. What awesome. Wow, that was just a fantastic route run because the underneath route with Travis Kelce drew 2 defenders, which opened him up. Christina says, I had Bengals for sure, but Kansas City came to take it. I'm not a huge fan of either, but Mahomes was my favorite, or was my fantasy quarterback this season, and he never disappointed me. She says, sorry, bro, my TV is fast AF. So you must have, do you have like actual standard cable? Because ours is an internet connection and that's where we're getting it from. So it's possible that if you've got a coax cable that is coming into your house and it is physically cabled, like with the screw that sucker on, that your connection is faster than my Ethernet connection. Anyways, here's the kick. The score is now Kansas City 20, Cincinnati Bengals 13. That will be a touchback on that kick. And the Cincinnati Bengals will take over here to drive and hopefully tie this game up. We are 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Most touchdown passes in conference championship games of all time. Tom Brady has 21 over 14 games. Patrick Mahomes has 14 over just 5. Patrick Mahomes has, I can't even. On a scale from 1 to even, I just can't, man. Patrick Mahomes is something else. We are looking at a 1st and 10. We're looking at a 1st and 10. Chiefs defense was showing blitz, but they've pulled off. But I still smell something coming out here. That is the Jamar Chase out to the side. That's on 1st and 10. That's good for about 3 yards. Jamar Chase is only going to get 2 yards on that one. So Jamar Chase able to get that one. A pass out to the flat to the right. Joe Burrow able to throw that out to the right and connect with his favorite target, number 1. Jamar Chase's old college teammate out of LSU. Both of those players were drafted in the 1st round, 2020 and then 2021. James says that Cincy will take it. There's the snap on 2nd and 7. Joe Burrow's in trouble. Joe Burrow's going to have to throw that ball away before he takes another sack, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. So 3rd down and 7. Nothing going there for the guys in the stripes. The Cincinnati Bengals are in trouble. Game is still not over, but the pass is incomplete. Timothy says he's a Steelers fan. We've actually got quite a bit of Steelers fans over the night here. Steelers fan, but he's going for the Bengals. He wants the division to take it. I feel you there, sir. All right. So here we go. 3rd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 7 in a shotgun formation. They're showing blitz. They only bring 4. Joe Burrow's already in trouble. He ends up throwing to Jamar Chase. That's good for a 1st down. That's past the 40, past the 45, almost all the way up to the 50. That is going to be a flag on the play. Let's see what this flag is going to be. Stacy, a personal thank you to you for being here. I appreciate you being here. You are awesome. I cannot wait to see you on the next live stream that I have, and I promise that I will think about that Daytona 500, and I will keep you posted. You guys will be the first to know. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Stacy. You rock. Have a safe night. Have a fun night, and I'll see you on the next stream. Timothy Johnson, Eagles and the NFC Beasts, says James. Plus, you have a $100 bet against your dad since he's a Kansas City fan. Oh, man. Bet $100 against your dad, huh? Well, I hope you win, man. Stick it to the old man. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17. So that's going to push them back quite a bit on that one. There was a penalty on that one, offensive holding. So that pushed them back 10 yards. 3rd and 17. Joe Burrow is in an empty backfield. He's out there by himself. They bring 4. Joe Burrow's in trouble. He's scrambling. He throws and connects with someone. Let me see. That is going to be incomplete and no catch there. That's going to bring up a 4th and 17 and likely a punt, more than likely a punt. And the Kansas City Chiefs defense is showing up big time Ooh, he jumped and got his hand to it is what happened. Wow, that could have been a perfect play, but someone disrupted that. And what a good defensive play to get his hand up and alter the trajectory of that ball. So here is the kick. Fakes the interesting kick there. So let's see what happens. So wow, he's coming back. He's all the way back to the 35. Christina says, oh, thought of a fun fact I actually have the answer to. Which stadium is known to have the loudest crowd by decibel count, and can you relate it to seismic activity? Which fan base? That's definitely the Kansas City Chiefs fan base, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go ahead and say that that is definitely the Kansas City Chiefs. However, I do not know how to relate that to seismic activity. I don't have the answer. Can you tell me? No, I don't. I cannot. I'm just assuming, I'm guessing that it's the Kansas City Chiefs. I saw that somewhere, that they have the loudest fan base. That is going to be a holding call on the receiving team, so that is going to be a spot foul. The Kansas City Chiefs will start on their own 31-yard line, so they have a 69-yard way to go. Timothy Johnson says, I will hate to say this, we need to injure Patrick for this game and we will win it for sure. 1st and 10, there's the snap, there's a throw, that is incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, so I cannot condone what Timothy is saying. However, I understand your wanting to win this game and doing anything that's necessary in order to do so, in order to win. But we're going to do this the right way. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to do this the right way. That defense is going to step up, ladies and gentlemen. I can promise you that. Well, I can't promise you that, but I can tell you that. I can tell you that that defense is going to stand up. Step up right here. Okay. There's the snap on 2nd down. There's a throw to Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco's going to get wrapped up and he's going to get dropped after getting about 2 yards. So that's going to be a 3rd and 8. 3rd down and 8, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on this play right here, right now. 3rd down and 8 on the Kansas City 33-yard line. They have only moved the ball 2 yards since getting the ball back. He says, Arrowhead Stadium cemented itself as not just the loudest NFL stadium, but the loudest stadium in the world when the decibel level reached 142.2 in the 2014 game against the Patriots. Thank you. I'm going to leave that up here for just a second. There's the snap on 3rd and 8. There's a throw right here from Patrick Mahomes. That is going to be complete. That is complete to Mecole Hart. I'm sorry, that is Marquez Valdes-Scantling again with another big catch. That was a huge catch right there by Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And the Cincinnati Bengals are on their heels right now. People are hurt, limping around. Let's see what happens. Patrick Mahomes sees that. He smells blood in the water, and it looks like he's really going to go for it here. Flag. There's a flag. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. So that 25-yard pass will actually only end up being a 10-yard pass because of the unsportsmanlike conduct. So it is a completed pass. Mecole Hardman did gain 25 yards, but the penalty will pull them back 15. The loudest NFL stadium crowd has been worn by the Chiefs. And whoa, what a fact, says James right there. Loud sounds at the 120 decibel level melts the hairs in our ears. That is crazy. And I agree, Christina, that is super interesting. That is like super interesting. That is super cool. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes looks left. Patrick Mahomes looks right. He throws right. That's going to be in the dirt. That is an incomplete pass. I'm interested to see what the decibel levels are for like the Daytona 500 and for the Indy 500 and for those NASCAR races. Those have to be pretty loud, high decibel games too, or races too. A low throw. That one was for Sky Moore. Sky Moore unable to come up with that one. And another fun fact from James, there are 850,000 hairs in each ear. Man, that means everyone is super hairy. 2nd and 10, 5 seconds left on this play clock. There's the snap, shotgun formation. Patrick Mahomes looks left. Patrick Mahomes looks in the center. He connects with Travis Kelce. That is going to be good for a first down. Travis Kelce converting that one. It is 1st and 10 on the Cincinnati Bengals 46-yard line. The Kansas City Chiefs are officially past midfield. You can see the play developing right behind me. I'm sorry that I'm in the way, but this is the actual drive chart right now in there. Hey, Stacy, you're back. You're still hanging out. Cheers. Cheers to you. Here we go. 46-yard line. Patrick Mahomes stepping up. He's calling the mic. They're showing a blitz. They're showing blitz right now. They've got 5. And they are going to blitz. And that was a muffed. Oh my gosh, the Kansas City Chiefs fumbled the ball. And the Cincinnati Bengals are going to end up taking that one. She said dumble. She meant fumble. I now know what she was saying. I get it now. Holy snap. Let's go. Let's go. That is absolutely. Wow, Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs muffed the snap, and the Bengals come away with it. The Bengals will come away with it. Wow. One full throttle NASCAR in the pits, he says. Hang on, let me read this. Let me read what Timothy says here. One full throttle NASCAR in the pits can reach sound levels as high as 130 decibels, while fans are enjoying the race can experience sounds of 100 decibels. To put that into perspective, 100 decibels is as loud as the lawnmower, while 130 is as loud as a thunderclap or a chainsaw at its loudest. Nice. Yeah, so that wasn't a messed up what the F right now, guys. So Patrick Mahomes, the guy who likes to do all kinds of trick plays and shovel passes, pulled this number. Here we go on a 1st and 10 right now. We're waiting on a 1st and 10. We've got Joe Mixon in the backfield. Okay, there's the snap. Joe Burrow is in the pocket. He's going to throw short. That is to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is good. He's going to run forward. He's going to gain 2, 3, 4 yards on that one. This is exactly what Patrick Mahomes did. He gets the ball. He ends up pulling back, and he throws the ball behind him as he's trying to throw forward. It slips out of his fingers. How does that happen? Oh my gosh. That is his first career fumble loss in the postseason. His first career fumble loss in the postseason. Patrick Mahomes has never fumbled in a postseason until today. I guess his hands were just too cold and he let that one fall and hit the ground. Christina says that he was throwing to his imaginary friend. We're in a single back formation on 2nd and 5, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Mixon is behind Joe Burrow right now. And that is going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 5, Joe Burrow under a lot of pressure, and that goes nowhere. For Mahomes, no. Mahomes looks left, looks right, out of the back of his head, and gets sacked and loses the ball. She says, fumble, baby. James says, Stacy, let's go. Turbo Hefe is just laughing over there. Do I have a Discord? I don't think so. Again, man, you know, it's really weird because my whole job is actually technology. I'm a freaking network engineer for the daytime, and I don't have a Discord. I'm barely starting on YouTube. We're on a 3rd and 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a shotgun formation. Samanji Pirine is to the left. There's the snap. Joe Burrow throws to Pirine. Pirine is immediately going to get met by 2 red jerseys, and he's basically going to get beat around. And that's going to bring up the end of the 3rd quarter and a 4th and 6 situation and a 3 and out for the Cincinnati Bengals. I ran chainsaws for years and always wore earplugs, and I can still hear very, very good. I bartended at a concert venue and was standing right next to the speakers for many years. And what? I'm sorry, did you say something? Kidding. Congratulations on the Eagles for advancing to the Super Bowl. That brawl was very entertaining. I would not say that that was even a brawl, Jimmy. That one was a slaughter. The Eagles just absolutely crushed the poor 49ers, 31-7. So not exactly a brawl. This right here feels like more of a brawl. They're going to end up punting this one away. and the Bengals will give the the Kansas City Chiefs the ball back on this one. This game has been very entertaining. I was excited for that Eagles 49ers game. I made sure that all of my data was up to date and accurate for that one, but that one was a very one-sided affair. Not only that, but Brock Purdy, I mean, why would they put Brock Purdy back in the game? If he wasn't able to throw the ball, why would they put Brock Purdy back in the game? That is literally cutting yourself at the feet. That was the dumbest thing that they could have done. He wished the 49ers had won. I do too, but that's not the case. Okay, rock on. Looks like we're staying in tonight. This game is now officially in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We are at fourth quarter, the last 15 minutes of this Sunday's weekend's game, the last 15 minutes of this game. Oh, you're referring to the literal brawl that broke out. Yeah, that was crazy. Did you see that horse collar rip down to the ground? I mean, he slammed him on the ground like he had slapped his mama. Like, wow, like that one, woo. That was a hype little, that was definitely a brawl, 100%. High decibel sounds not only melt those hairs, but after we get up in years, we lose the ability to hear. Very true. Very true. So maybe Patrick Mahomes one day is going to be like, what? Huh? I mean, aside from taking all of those hits to the head like quarterbacks do, not anymore, like they used to. Timothy Johnson says, let's go Bengals. I agree. Let's go Bengals. They are going to kick this ball away to the Kansas City Chiefs. But that is the case. What is happening here? My watch is freaking out at me. Okay. 13-20. The Kansas City Chiefs now have the ball. No, they do not. They're going for it on fourth down. They're going for it on fourth down here. 4th and 6 and a pro set. Joe Burrow looks right. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow looks deep and throws deep and connects with Jamar Chase inside of the 10-yard line. Oh my gosh. Jamar Chase with a huge catch. Joe Burrow for 35 yards on a 4th down situation. Can you believe it? Look at how that drive showed up above my head. I cannot even put into words. Oh my goodness. That snap, I thought they were in trouble. He was in trouble. He ends up falling backwards, makes the catch. What a throw. It is 1st and goal, and we are knocking on the door here. So we are on the 6-yard line. 6-yard line from what I see on my screen. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. He throws to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon almost getting there to the pylon. That's going to bring up a first. Reptilian Sis, what's up, brother? Welcome. Welcome. Rock on, man. Thank you for being here. Let's go. 1st and goal, says Reptilian Sis. Richard says, let's go Bengals. Welcome to the chat, Richard. Thank you for being here. We are at a 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. On the 2-yard line, we are right there. Bengals do it for Steelers in our division. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. We are in a shotgun formation, ladies and gentlemen. Shotgun formation. And that's a handoff to Samaje Perine. Samaje Perine is going to run forward, and that's going to be a touchdown. We've got ourselves a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals.
Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Oh my gosh, I thought I had transitioned. I apologize. We are back. Stacy, thank you for calling that touchdown. Thank you for calling it as you see it. Reptilian Sis says touchdown, Cincy. JT World, the Eagles going to take it this year, but feeling some kind of way, it looks like. Looks like it's his gut feeling is what he says. Nice. What a game, says Christina. Tight game, says Stacy. Absolutely right. We are in it now. And again, the fourth quarter is going to resolve everything here tonight. Christina says, much better than the Eagles smoking the 49ers. It's keeping me awake. I was falling asleep earlier. We think it's going to be the Bengals and the Eagles. Christina did call that during the Eagles game, so she's apparently able to predict the future. So, and Stacy says, what a game. It is tied. It sure as hell is. Damn. Here we go. This is the fourth quarter action that we have been waiting for all playoffs long, guys. I know you guys know this. This has been one of the most exciting playoffs in all of football that I've seen, at least in the past 10 years for sure. I mean, the young bloods coming in, every quarterback after that first round, after Tom Brady was taken out, every quarterback that was left was born in the 1990s. It is a new generation, a new era of quarterbacks in the NFL, and we're literally watching it happen right here, right now in 2023. These guys are for real. These guys are just changing the game right now. Patrick Mahomes is fire, man, and I cannot wait. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, even Dak Prescott, all these guys born in the, Brock Purdy, all these guys born in the 90s. Daniel Jones, born in the 90s. Crazy, man. I'm so happy that we are here and we're watching this live together, guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Same, my friend. Bengals, Eagles, let's go. Eagles gonna take it all, y'all. Josh Whitley says, I think that my prediction is wrong. Josh, did you go back and forth? Were you bouncing back and forth between Kansas City and the Bengals? For Patty, you put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself about. That's why they call ball in the jack. Okay. Not the ending I was expecting, but cheers to that, sir. Cheers to that, James. Wow, here we go. Kansas City Chiefs will be getting the ball back. We are now at 40 points. The over-under was 47. The over-under was 47. There's the kick away. We are at a tied game. It is not as loud as I was expecting it to be in Arrowhead right now. He's past the 15, past the 20. Isaiah Pacheco gets dropped at the 22. That's the original. That's what they call ball in the jack. I didn't know. I did not know. Joe Burrow is firing up his squad. He said, thank you for protecting me. He's literally telling his guys, thank you for giving me time to complete that play. Even though it wasn't even him, they just opened up the holes. That offensive line opened up the holes. It's 20-20, tied, bro. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the Kansas City 22. Patrick Mahomes throws to his left after having some time in the pocket. And oh my God, Sky Moore is going to get flipped around. And these guys are now pushing each other around. It looks like we've got some kind of tough between these two. Thank you, Timothy. I do appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. If you're interested in doing a donation, you can check out my my link in the description. Please, you don't have to. I'm not looking for that, at least not right now. Right now, I'm just trying to bring you guys the best content that I can and get as many subscribers as I can. So right now, we're looking at a 2nd and 8. We're in the shotgun formation right now. To the right of Patrick Mahomes, he's Isaiah Pacheco. Patrick looks right. He throws right. He throws it to Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to run forward. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get past the 30 and drop down at about the 31, almost the 32-yard line, just shy of the first down. Just shy of the first down, what I see on my screen. It is a 3rd down and 1. Isaiah Pacheco is limping. It looks like he's getting ready to take his helmet off. I don't know if he's all right or not. They do still have Jerick McKinnon able to run the ball here as well. On the field, I see Valdez-Scantling. I see Juju. I see London. I see France. I see Patty's underpants. There's the snap. There's a handoff. Isaiah Pacheco is going to fight for that first down, and that's going to be good enough to move the chains. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 33-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 33-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. A good hard run, especially after having wobbled back to that huddle there. And he really pushed forward there. I mean, that was barely enough for the first down, but it was enough for the first down. So we're looking at a 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 33-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco wincing through the pain, fighting still. He knows what this game means. So here we go, 4th quarter, 11 minutes and 22 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Shotgun formation, Pacheco to the left. That's a handoff to Pacheco once again. Pacheco will run forward and gain about 1.5 yards on that one. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 on the Kansas City 34. Looks like they might need to swap out backs, and Isaiah Pacheco will be swapping out here on this one. Stacy, love that Metallica, rock on. That was actually my brother who sent me that song. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. So let's see what Kansas City can do here. Kansas City on a 2nd and 9, motioning in the backfield. Looks like it's gray right here. So he's back and motioning in the backfield, running around is Jerick McKinnon, and it looks like that's gonna be, oh my gosh, how did Patrick Mahomes complete that pass? Looks like another situation where he was already on the ground throwing the ball was gonna be no good. So 3rd and 9, Patrick Mahomes in trouble. He did get that one off in time. That pass is actually on the ground. That is an incomplete pass. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 coming up right here, y'all. 3rd down and 9 on the 34-yard line. And it looks like the referees are running out. It's probably a timeout. What happened here? No flag. They're placing the ball. Was that a timeout? What just happened here? Referees are on the field. Let's see what they say. It looks like they're just adjusting the football by 0.5 yard, but why? They're changing the game clock and the play clock. On his signal, they're going to start the clock again. Okay, so we are ticking, ladies and gentlemen. The 4th quarter, the game is tied. There's the snap on 3rd and 9 from a shotgun formation. Patrick Mahomes is in the pocket. Patrick Mahomes throws up the middle, and that is a gain of 6, almost 7. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 6 on the Kansas City 39-yard line. 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a 4th down here. We've got a 4th down here, and unfortunately, nothing doing here. 4th down. If you can do the NASCAR stream, I promise I will donate $100. Man, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And I think that $100 would be worth it for me as far as covering that stream. I just would hate to fumble on my words and not know what the hell I'm talking about. So between now and February, mid-February, late February, I definitely have to do some research on all of the competitors, all of the teams, all of the pits, and you know, it's a lot to cover. So a fresh new sport that you've never covered or ever even watched is kind of a tough break. So, you know, maybe I can have someone call in, someone who's an expert or someone who really enjoys NASCAR, and maybe I can figure out a way to have them do this with me, have the project with me, so I'm not alone here. And maybe I can have someone kind of hold my hand metaphorically through that challenge there, because NASCAR is definitely not my forte. Punt time, Bengals stop them. Yes, sir, absolutely. If you have a Discord, I will tell you information on NASCAR. I've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, my friend. That's really all I've got right now, but you can find me on any one of these. Wow, the chef got a cheat going on. Well, let's see what's going on. It looks like it's a 3rd and 9. What happened to this 4th down? So they're arguing right now. Coach is arguing on 3rd and 9 here. So he's pissed. So all of a sudden, it's no longer 4th down. And they can't hear what's going on because of how loud it is at Arrowhead. So all of a sudden, instead of it being 4th down, the Kansas City Chiefs all of a sudden now have a 3rd and 9 situation. And Patrick Mahomes is still going to get sacked because why? Ball don't lie. And here comes, oh my God, another flag on this play. Another flag on this play. It's going to be a hold on Eli Apple. And that's going to be an automatic 1st down. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. And here come the Kansas City Chiefs on some bullshit, man. Sorry, but it is. That's exactly what it is. Defensive holding on the Chiefs, or defensive holdings, and the Chiefs have a 1st down. Where was the hold? There, that's the hold. Barely. Oh my God. Wow. You have got to be kidding me. What a BS call on this. How did Kansas City? What the? Wow. 1st and 10, 40-yard line. Kansas City still has the ball somehow. The Bengals are pissed. The Bengals slam Isaiah Pacheco down to the ground. He gains absolutely nothing. That's a 2nd and 9 on the Kansas City 40-yard line. Stacy says, I'm sorry this game is rigged. It's horrible refs, all Kansas City. I would be absolutely livid if I was the head coach here. So the referee did come out on the field. They did show the highlight of that, but I still think it's BS. So here we go, 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, throws the ball to Kelsey. Kelsey unable to wrangle that one in, almost picked off. We now have a 3rd and 9 situation on the Kansas City 40-yard line. A 3rd and 9 on the Kansas City 40-yard line. Here we go, deja vu once again. Can the Kansas City Chiefs be stopped on this drive? I believe that they can. But let's see what happens coming into this one. 3rd and long, baby. She says 3rd and long. You're absolutely right. And now we have a timeout here. It looks like Cincinnati's going to call a timeout. Timeout, Bengals, 3rd and 9, guys. You're not missing anything, I promise. So now we have a 3rd and 9, 3rd and long. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My contacts are killing me right now. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here. The Bengals need to get a stop. I think that was BS what just happened to them. Patrick Mahomes got lucky because he got sacked. He took a big fat sack to the face. Don't worry, I'm not mad. You're mad. It's cool. Let's go Bengals, baby. Let's go Bengals. So 3rd and 9. But no, the referee did come out onto the field to blow the game, to blow the play dead, but nobody could hear him. Anyways, 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The clock has stopped. We're in a shotgun formation. Shotgun formation to the left is Jerick McKinnon. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes throws a dart. Patrick Mahomes throws that to nobody. That was to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He could not get his hands to it. And now we have a 4th and 9, and we are officially going to get a punt. And that's what it should have been to begin with. So the Bengals now have the ball. We'll be getting the ball back on 4th and 9. Reptilian Sis says, got him. Got him, these nuts. All right, enough of that. 4th down, says Reptilian. Here we go. There's that punt. The punt is away. The punt is going all the way back to the 18-yard line, signaled a fair catch. So the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow and company will come out to take this one over here. And let's see what happens. Christina says, stop. Stacy says that the refs are going to make Kansas City win. She's never seen anything like this. I mean, I have. Not totally like this, but Well, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens here. I'm curious to see how this conclusion will come up here. This game has 9 minutes and 18 seconds left. We are getting close to the conclusion of this AFC Championship game. We are towards the end, ladies and gentlemen, in a tied ball game. 20-20. The Kansas City Chiefs have 20. The Cincinnati Bengals have 20. Both teams have 2 timeouts. The Cincinnati Bengals will be getting the ball once we get back from this commercial break. It is 1st and 10 on the Bengals' 18-yard line. Joe Burrow and company trying to stay alive. They say that the AFC runs through them. They struggled to find their footing early in this game, but the defense has stepped up in a big way and forced the first career postseason fumble for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has his first career postseason fumble thanks to the Bengals defense. And the Kansas City defense has also been stepping up. They have 4 sacks on this game, and Joe Burrow has started to wise up and started throwing the ball away instead of taking the sack, something that he probably learned from watching Aaron Rodgers, who is very good at not getting brought down and very good at getting rid of the ball before he finds himself into some serious trouble. Like that ugly, stupid play in 2012's Seahawks-Packers. I don't remember that play, Christina. Gosh, was I even watching football then? I don't even think that I was a football fan at that time. I think I started watching football in 2013, actually. 2013, 2014. When Jesse James had a touchdown, Jesse James against Tom Brady in 2015. Well, all I know is that this game, even if it is rigged, I don't care if it's rigged, man. I think the Bengals are still going to run away with it. Look that up. It was hugely controversial. Lost the Packers the game ahead in the playoffs. Hey, sometimes this game comes down to referees and awful calls. Y'all remember that hit from the Rams at the time? I think they were the St. Louis Rams at the time on the Saints. Here's 1st and 10. Joe Burrow's in trouble. Joe Burrow scrambles to his right. Joe Burrow throws short. He ends up, oh my goodness. Joe Burrow was trying to target Wilcox on that one. Wilcox couldn't catch it. He gets blown up the second that he touches the ball. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Let's hear what they have to say, the referees. Holding, offense, number 74, 64, Ted Karras on the center. So, holding on the center here. That is a bullshit call once again. Sorry guys, but I don't see it there. I don't like that one. I would say it if it was true, then that's fine. But we've got a 1st and 19 is what I'm seeing on my screen. 1st and 19 is what I'm seeing on my screen. It is 1st and 19. We're in the shotgun formation. Joe Burrow is standing there. Joe Mixon to his left. There's the snap. That is a short throw underneath. Someone lost a mouthpiece. That is going to be good for about 5 yards. And now we've got a 2nd and 13 on the Cincinnati 15-yard line. That was to Irwin. Irwin with a completion there, able to make that catch. I don't have any data on Irwin, so I wish I could tell you more. Quentin Irwin, that's all I know. That's his name, and don't know where he was drafted out of. Don't know when he was drafted. Don't know anything else. That is okay. Don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. 20-20. Okay, 2nd and 13. Joe Burrow's in trouble. Joe Burrow runs forward. He's up. He's past the 20. He's past, oh my gosh. Joe Burrow runs forward and gets that 1st down. He's down at the 29-yard line. That is a 1st down, Joe Burrow. 1st down, Joe Burrow on that one. Great situational awareness to know what is going on. So it is 20-20 right now. You can see that drive developing right over here. It's happening right there. 1st and 10, longest rush by either team tonight, and it came from Joe Burrow, y'all. It came from Joe Burrow. There's the snap. There's a toss. That is a toss to Joe Mixon, who finds a hole up the middle and runs forward for about 7 yards on that one. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 3, which is great news for the Bengals here. Tribe had said first down. Thanks for checking in, Tribe. Thank you for being here. To be honest, all refs hate our division because our division can still beat those rigged refs. Chef and the refs tried. Told you the Bengals is coming back, says James. 2nd and 3, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 3. This is what we're looking at right now. A 2nd and 3. We're in a shotgun formation. To the right of Joe Burrow is Joe Mixon. We've got 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. There's a deep throw, and that is to Jamar Chase. That actually hits him in the shoulder. An incomplete pass. It looked like some kind of pass interference, but it was not called. So now we have a 3rd and 3. They don't need to go that deep. That hit Jamar Chase literally in the helmet. He got dinged in the helmet. What a perfect throw by Joe Burrow. It literally can't get any better than that. Hit him in the head. That's embarrassing. 3rd and 3. All they need is 3 yards to move the chains, and they are in a good position. 7 minutes left to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes left to go in this game. And let's see what happens here. I'm feeling the OT coming on. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow looks right. Joe Burrow's in the pocket. Joe Burrow throws deep. Joe Burrow throws deep. Joe Burrow throws an interception because that is tipped up in the air, and a pick from Kansas City. Joe Burrow has 2 turnovers in this game. The Kansas City Chiefs have taken the ball back, and now who knows what is going to happen? Now the Kansas City Chiefs are in control. In a tied game like this, that was intended for T. Higgins. Great effort by the defense there to put their hand up, swat the ball away. That was Cook who swatted it, and that ends up getting intercepted by Williams. That is going to be at the 20-yard line. Wow, they tried to turkey hole it. If he had just thrown it maybe a little bit farther, if Joe Burrow had just put that much more mustard on it, that would have been a touchdown. So yes, here we go. Kansas City Chiefs now have the ball. That is a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco will run forward and get to about the 16-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 on that one. 6.5 minutes left in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 6.5 minutes left in this game. Oh my gosh, this game is going to be brought down to the freaking wire, guys. It's going to come down to the wire. I'm going to predict a stop. Bengals get the ball again, and then the Bengals win by 3. I did say Bengals by 3 at the beginning of this. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, there's the snap. Shotgun formation, Patrick Mahomes ends up throwing up the middle. He's going to end up finding someone there, and that is a completed pass to Kemp. That is a completed pass to Kemp. Good throw. Good catch. Patrick Mahomes finding people that he's never found before. I mean, he's found him before, but not someone that he normally targets in the games. So that's a first down. Patrick Mahomes is moving now, so you can see right behind my head. That should have moved it. So on my screen, I see a 2nd and 10. We are on the 29-yard line, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to Pacheco. Patrick's going to shovel pass short to Sky Moore. Sky Moore is going to run forward and gain 8 yards on that. So now I see a 2nd and 2, which is what you see behind my head right now. It's that 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2 on the Kansas City 37-yard line. The clock is going to continue to tick. And I'm sure that they're going to want to try to score at least 3 points, but they want to get as much time as possible off of this clock so that they're in a good position to win. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. There's the snap. He's going to run out to his left. That is an incomplete pass. That is going to find the dirt. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2, and there's a flag once again on the field. And there's another flag on the field. I did not see a reason for a flag. Let's see what they're going to call here. Pass interference. Pass interference. Oh my God. Wow, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, maybe just a tiny bit. He did pull on his hip. That is possible that it was a pass interference, but that was the weakest pass interference call I've ever seen. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes looks left. He's going to throw left. He's going to find Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to get up past the 45. He's going to break 2 tackles, get past the 50, past the 40 on the other side. And now the Chiefs are really knocking on the door here. So he is past the 40 on the other side of midfield. Isaiah Pacheco really going off right now. He does not, Isaiah Pacheco only has 20 yards on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Only has 20 yards on the ground. But Isaiah Pacheco right now also has 60 yards through the air. Can you believe that? 60 yards through the air, 59 receiving yards, 79 total yards here. So here we go. We are on the 39. We're on the 39-yard line right now. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, actually hands that off to Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon is going to blown up, and McKinnon is going to lose 3 yards. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 on the Cincinnati Bengals 42-yard line. Jerick McKinnon slowly coming off the field there. 2nd and 13, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. The clock is still ticking. So when will the Bengals decide to take a timeout, or are they going to let the Kansas City Chiefs get a walk-off field goal to win this game? 2nd and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Jerick McKinnon coming back to the shotgun formation. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes looks right. Patrick Mahomes looks left. Patrick Mahomes is going to rush up the middle and get brought down after gaining maybe a yard here. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 on the Cincinnati 41-yard. The clock will continue to go. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. The game is not stopping for any reason here. This is still going. The Chiefs want to get as much time off the clock here and keep the possession. They really need to move the chains on this one. If they cannot move the chains, let's see what happens. So I've got a 3rd and 12. That's exactly what I'm saying. TikTok, 3rd and 12. Yes, sir. 3rd and 12. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Travis Kelce motioning down to the bottom of the field. He's looking in his direction. He ends up throwing. No, Patrick Mahomes shovel passes, and he's going to get blown up, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and another flag. Are you kidding me? How many flags are you going to call? Another flag on this play. Let's find out what this flag is. This is absolutely absurd. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Holding on the offense. So that will push them back an additional 10 yards. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 22. 2.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter in this game. A huge holding call. Great call by the referee. That was hard to see because he had people in front of him, but a good call. So Reptilian says decline and just give them the 4th, let them go for the 4th down. But this pushes them back to the 50-yard line. This pushes them outside of field goal range. If they can get a stop here, well, let's see what happens. So a tough choice. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what they're going to go for. 4th and 12. So they are going to decline it. Reptilian says decline 4th down. So Reptilian's TV is ahead of mine. I don't see it happening right here. I see a punt coming up right now on 4th and 8. So a good call. And the Cincinnati Bengals were able to get a stop right here. And now the Bengals will have the ball back. And the ball is metaphorically in their court. So here it is. There's the punt. The punt is up and away. That is back. That is out of bounds. Where is that going to be marked? We're going to mark that down at about the 7-yard line. 6. It looks like they're going to put them on the 6. So the Kansas City Chiefs were not able to get any points on this one. It is still a tied ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It's still a tied ball game. Right now, the Bengals have the ball. Once again, they are inside, close to the 2-minute drill. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game. The Bengals are going to start their drive all the way back on the 6-yard line. Joe Burrow has the eye of the tiger right now. Joe Burrow has the eye of the tiger. Waiting for the snap. Here's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow throws left. He finds T. Higgins, who breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, falls forward, gains that first down, and now we're cooking. So the chains move. The chains have moved. Let's fire the refs, says Christina. Field goal can win this game. Come on, Bengals. I agree. Go, go, boys, she says. On the 16-yard line are the Cincinnati Bengals. We are at the 2-minute warning just about. Is that snap going to get pulled off before? No. So we are officially in the last 2 minutes of this game. This is the conclusion of this game, ladies and gentlemen. The conclusion of the AFC Championship game will come down to the final 2 minutes of this drive. Can the Bengals go back to the Super Bowl and win it for real this time? Forget what happened last year. The Bengals want to redeem themselves after having lost last year to the Rams. And they're showing once again Donkey Kong slap the crap out of poor Super Mario here. I really want to watch that movie. Okay, anyways, regardless, that movie aside, let's talk football. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals have been here before. This is literally what happened last time. There was a tied game at the end of regulation for the AFC Championship game, and the Bengals won by 3. You want to talk about deja vu? This is literally what happened last year. But the Bengals don't want to take it into overtime. The Bengals are going to want to win this one right here, right now, inside of the 2-minute warning. A mistake like what just happened, an interception like what just happened, could spell the end of the season for the Bengals. Let's see how Joe Burrow and company decide to dial up these next few plays inside of the 2-minute warning. We are here. It is at the very end of this game. Oh my goodness. Christina says this is how these champ games should be, the best of the best. Let's go. Let's go, she says. I agree with that. I agree with every moment of that. The score is 20-20. The over-under for tonight, let's pull that up for you. The over-under for tonight, oh my goodness, is that. That is what we were looking for, 47.5. So if it ends up being 47, which it likely will end up being 43, whoever went under is right. Bengals with a field goal for the win. Hey, do not discount or, hey, if the Chiefs get the ball back and they have even 30 seconds left, if the Chiefs get the ball back and there's even 30 seconds left, there's a great chance that the Bengals or that the Chiefs can possibly pull this one out. So let's see what happens here. The score is 20-20 with 2 minutes left. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0-0. Here we go. What does this mean? 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. There's the snap. Shotgun formation. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow looks up the middle. Joe Burrow's going to have to scramble. He's in trouble. He runs forward. He's down by contact at the 19-yard line. People are trying to get that ball. Joe Burrow needs to get up. He looks like he's got people all over him right now. And that's going to be a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to review that one, but he's fine. 2nd and 7. Looks like we're in a pro set right here. We got 2 backs, both on max protect. Nope, 1 for protection. That's going to be a throw down into the dirt. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Joe Burrow looks like he's hurt. He's looking at his wrist. Uh-oh. Joe Burrow is shaking his hand. He's holding his wrist. He looks like he's in pain. What happened here? They came in. They blitzed 3. They blitzed 3. They blitzed 4. Didn't blitz, but rushed the house. Joe Burrow fell to the ground on his wrist awkwardly. There's a flag on this play. Let's see what this flag is going to be. I think they're going to call an intentional grounding here, guys. And if it is, that's going to be a huge problem for them. No receiver in the vicinity. Intentional grounding. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. And now the Bengals are in some serious trouble. And we're going to probably end up with overtime once again, y'all. Let's see if a miracle can happen here. Yeah, that was intentional grounding. Definitely no receiver in the vicinity. I mean, that was a good call. Good call. 3rd and 16. 3rd and forever, guys. And they're getting really loud now, guys. They're getting really loud. So intentional grounding on that one. 3rd and 16. Here we go. 3rd and 16. Let's see what happens here. We're in a shotgun formation. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in this game. I see a 3rd and 16 on my screen. Jamar Chase to the top. T. Higgins down at the bottom of the screen. The referee finally now coming off of the ball. Waiting for this one in the shotgun formation. Joe Burrow back there with Joe Mixon. There's the snap. Joe Burrow has time. He looks down the center. He throws a deep shot, and he finds someone. That is Hayden Hurst, and he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock. That is a first down, Bengals. The Bengals, thank you, Reptilian Sis, able to pull that one up. Wow, a first down on a huge, absolutely crucial, needed first down. And the Bengals are pushing the envelope right now. You can see Patrick Mahomes on the sideline chewing again on his, oh no. Patrick Mahomes is getting frustrated out on the sideline. Sorry, Patty. Let's see what happens here. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. There's the snap. Looks all over. Ends up going to his 3rd option. Once again, that is to the tight end. And that is out of bounds, but he was dragged out of bounds, so that will not stop the clock, and they're going to take a timeout. So he was not moving forward when it happened. So that called it right there. So 2nd and 8. They now have 1 timeout remaining. The Cincinnati Bengals now only have 1 timeout remaining in this one. They're in trouble. You can see it. 1 timeout left. 20-20. Cincinnati Bengals still marching forward right here, right now. A walk-off field goal for the win will settle this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a wild, bumpy ride. Let's see. It's almost over. The last 48 seconds of this game. Evan McPherson is 2 for 2 tonight. The longest of his postseason career is a 54-yard kick. Let's see if he can salt this one away. First, they need to get into field goal range. And right now, it is 2nd and 8 on the Cincinnati 35-yard line. They need to at least get past midfield to make something big happen. 48 seconds left. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. Joe Burrow throws left. Joe Burrow overthrows the intended receiver there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8. 44 seconds left to go. 44 seconds left to go. Let's see what happens here, y'all. Oh my gosh. Here we go. 44 seconds left, 3rd and long. Let's see what happens. 3rd and 8 on the Cincy 35-yard line. Joe Burrow. Shotgun formation. You got 2 receivers to the left there. They bring 4. Joe Burrow unable to get rid of it. The right guard gets absolutely beaten there on that one. And that is going to be a sack. That is a sack. And that is awful for the Cincinnati Bengals. So Patrick Mahomes will get a chance to come back and win this game. Patrick Mahomes will get back to try to get into the 4th of this one. So a timeout was called by the Chiefs, and there are 39 seconds left to go. Reptilian Sis says going into overtime. Let's see if that's true. Let's see what happens with Patrick Mahomes. Let's see if this actually goes into OT. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. 5 sacks in this game. Joe Burrow got absolutely smothered. And how are we doing this again? How is it another AFC Championship overtime game? And how do I not have Wingstop in front of me? What the hell? 4th and 6. Here's the punt. The punt is up. The punt is away. That is brought at the 20-yard line. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, all the way down to the 50-yard line. And so that is a short field with 30 seconds left. All they need is 3 points to win this game. The Chiefs are up on their feet. The fans are up on their feet. And if this field goal is good, if they can get there, that's not exactly to the 50, but let's see where they mark them. It looks like it's going to be down at the 47. So at the 47-yard line, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. It is 20-20. Kansas City Chiefs only need to move the ball about 20 yards in order to win this game. 30 seconds left, 17 seconds left on the play clock. 13, 12, 11. There's the snap. Patty Mahomes looks left. Patty looks right. Patty looks left. He throws left over the top. Isaiah Pacheco. He ends up going forward. That is up to the 51, the 52. He fights his way to the 52, 53-yard line. And the Kansas City Chiefs will take a timeout. 19 seconds left. 2nd and 4 on the Cincinnati Bengals 47-yard line. So can they gain another 25, 30 yards? Another timeout has been taken by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are now here, and they are knocking on the door. It is almost that time. The conclusion of this game, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds left. I'm sorry, 21 seconds left on the clock. Let me update my board here. Here we go. One more throw. Here we go. One more throw. Let's see what happens here. 21 seconds. It is 2nd down and 4 on the Bengals 47-yard line. 2nd down and 4 on the Bengals 47-yard line. 21, 2nd and 4. Waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes. He's getting blitzed right now. He's in trouble. He throws, and that is going to be incomplete. 17 seconds left. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd and 4 coming up right here. Third and 4, ladies and gentlemen. What I see on my TV. 17 seconds left to go. 3rd and 4. 20-20. Kansas City Chiefs have no timeout. The Cincinnati Bengals have 1 timeout remaining. 6 seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 4, waiting for the snap. Jerick McKinnon out to the left. There's the snap. Patrick Mahomes looks right. Patrick Mahomes looks up the center. Patrick Mahomes is scrambling now. He is running forward. He is getting forward. He is going to run past that 1st down and run out of bounds right there. And there is a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play there. Patrick Mahomes limping back to the sideline, and it looks like there's an injured Bengal. Personal foul, a late hit. Bengals just killed it. Yep, killed the game. The Bengals just screwed themselves on that one. So that is going to push them forward. Unnecessary, a late hit. He was already out of bounds. No need for that. So a late hit is going to end up costing them. No need for that, and yet he ends up putting his elbow in the back of Patrick Mahomes, even though he was already out of bounds. Well, luckily, whoever just made that tackle who was injured is already on his own sideline. And here comes Butker to put this one away. Thank you so much. Got myself another beer. This game is almost over, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's going to come down to. Harrison Butker, the final kick of this game. Let's see what happens. 45-yard field goal attempt with 8 seconds left. It is a 1st and 10. The Bengals will likely call a timeout here to try to ice the kicker. Let's see what goes on here. No update as of yet. No update as of yet. Let's see what happens. I would not be surprised if they call this timeout to ice the kicker. 45-yard field goal attempt, 8 seconds left. And the kick is up, and the kick is way up, and the kick is way good. And that is good. The Kansas City Chiefs are now up by 3. There are 3 seconds left, and there is very little hope for the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is not over, but it is over. So, oh my God. Yeah, guys, that's likely going to be game over. It is likely going to be game over. It's likely going to be Philadelphia and the Chiefs. I mean, my gosh, man. That's a tough one there. Let's see what happens when they come back. Yeah, it's basically over, y'all. It is basically over. Patrick Mahomes will likely get his, more than likely get his last or his next Super Bowl appearance. And thank you so much, Prepper101. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hit that like, guys, for me, y'all, if y'all have not already done so. If you're in here and you have not liked and subscribed to my channel, my name is Mario Manuel. I do this every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. And it looks like this game is likely going to be over here. We are waiting for this kickoff. This is probably going to be a squib. It looks like Travis Kelce is in tears in excitement and happiness. He's so proud. I would be too, man. So he's going to play his brother next week. We have the Kelce brothers playing in this Super Bowl game. Here's the kick. The kick is squibbed, so it has to be returned. And here we go, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, a lateral pass that goes out sideways. He's gonna end up breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, ends up getting thrown. That's gonna be picked off. This game is over. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is over. The Kansas City Chiefs will win this game. And that is the end of that. Let's go, Kansas City. I was not hoping that they would win, but they did win. And that is it. The Chiefs will win. So the Super Bowl will be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles. And that is what we're going to look at next week. In 2 weeks, y'all, we're going to have that game. Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a wild one. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Christina says that she blames the refs. Refs for Chiefs. Turbo Hefe says boo Chiefs. Christina blames the refs. And I hope to see you guys as well. I don't know if I'm going to be covering the Super Bowl game. I was leaning towards no at the start of today, and by the end of today, I was leaning towards yes. I seem to be getting a lot of positive feedback. So I do appreciate you guys showing me the love, showing me the respect. We've got a lot of emotional players, ladies and gentlemen. This game is officially over. The Kansas City Chiefs have beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Lots of happy tears, lots of happy smiles. Patrick Mahomes in tears on the sideline right here. This one is over, y'all. Talking about it right now. Patrick Mahomes tonight, 326 yards and 2 touchdowns. The difference maker tonight was Joe Burrow, 270 yards. He had 2 interceptions. The Kansas City Chiefs defense, the most questionable suspect defense. Oh man, Travis Kelce said Burrow had my ass. So yeah, a lot of emotional players, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. It will be a Kelsey Brothers showdown next week. You guys are awesome. Please like and subscribe if you have not already done so. If this is your first time here and you're still in the room, I appreciate y'all being here. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to hang out for the post show because it is Sunday night and I do have to work Monday morning, and so does my beautiful girlfriend. So thank you guys so much for being here. Much love, much respect, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Keep an eye out for my off-season posts. And once again, my name is Mario Manuel. You guys can find me. No, I will not shotgun this beer because I have to work in the morning. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank y'all so much. Have a great night. Super Bowl Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. That will be your matchup February 12th. I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a great night. Stay safe and peace out. Rock on, y'all.
I'm really stepping up my game. These bitches gotta start paying me for this. Can't get no more free, Randy.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited, so gonna get to clapping. Go pop it for a plan, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan, drop it for me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if you want it now. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night. Silk sheets and diamonds, all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I'm talking trips to Puerto Rico. Say the word and we go. You can be my flica. Girl, I'll be a flico, mamacita. I would never make a promise that I can't keep. I promise that your smile ain't gonna never leave. Shopping sprees in Paris. Everything 24 carats. Take a look in that mirror. Now tell me who's the fairest. Is it you? Is it you? Is it me? Is it me? Say it's us. And I'll agree, baby. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.